Hello and welcome everyone, it's your boy Logic and we are back. We're going to be back with the best of 7 series between the Arubberduckofwar and also the green one from EC. Now I realised I just got to sort out their banners because I realised I didn't do that. I looked like I had started but I didn't finish. Let me very quickly edit that. My apologies. And a rubber duck. Put that there in the same space, shall we? There we go. Perfect. Well, welcome everybody. Hope you're all doing well. It is your boy indeed. How are we doing, CJ? As well as Mercer 100 Skiing. It's nice to see you here. Ducky as well, of course. And everybody else. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So, we are going to be playing... It looks like it's going to be a Norscan Mirror. So, the way it's going to run for the first 4 rounds out of 7, it's going to be pick 3, ban 2. And then, of course, for the final 3 rounds, we'll be doing pick 2, ban none. So, let's go through to see what happened here. So, from the beginning, it looks like we had Norska, Chaos Beastmen. And... ban Vampire Counts and Wood Elves. Okay. Banning Beastmen from Ducky, he's picking Norska. And then it was like it was a Norska pick back. So there's going to be Norska Mirror here for the first one. And the first game here is going to be on. Let's get a little look at this. Outdorf Outskirts. Lovely. Alright, so welcome everyone, hope you're all doing well, I hope you're all having a fantastic day. And what do you think about these guys? Who do you think is going to take it today? Do we think it's going to be... Who are we thinking of these two? Hello, Mr. Wicked. How are we, Wickedy? Both are ready. Let's get this going. So who do we think is going to win today? Is it going to be your boy Ducky, or is it going to be your boy the green one? Which one? Who are we thinking? So going to game 1, Norska Mirror. Not something you very much see here in a competitive 1v1. Should be interesting nonetheless. Alrighty. So here on Outdoor Outskirts, we can see obviously quite a bit of terrain. We probably won't see too many javelins, maybe 1 or 2 on either side, maybe not too much. I certainly can see some level of wind wolves. Probably Wolfric on either side. We'll have to see. We'll have to see. So here in the red with the Blind Bandit, otherwise known as Arubberduckofwar, we are going to have some Marauder Horse Masters, some Horsemen as well. So we are going to have the Famir. Oh, nice. The Mist. The Miststalker is here for that Vanguard. The Terror, and of course the anti-large armor piercing, and also that armor sundering. The Beast of Tashnar, alongside some Norscan Ice Wolves. Here in the front we'll have the Marauder Horse Masters, Horsemen, and Horsemen. As well as a Marauder Chieftain. So we are going to get Uhtred back. Uhtred here, son of Uhtred. He'll be here with Fight or Die, Foe Seeker, and the Flaming Axe of Cormac. We'll also have the Shaman Sorcerer of Metal here, with the Scroll of Shielding, Fire Transportation, Plague of Rust, and the Skin Wolf working here with the Ruinous Flesh. Also that Frenton, of course, that regeneration. In the front line, we are going to see dotted Marauders here. It's like just cheap Marauders. I think this is kind of the best way to play this. Like just cheap Marauders. I just think Berserkers are too risky in this matchup. The Miststalkers could be very nice. They could be very nice. Perhaps here expecting probably another Mammoth. So in the front line, we are going to have a mixture of Marauders mixing in with some Marauder Berserkers. So going a little bit heavier here on the front line. Very susceptible to getting shot or kited. Can be quite difficult. We also have some spears here in the back as well. The green one's gone with Throg Daddy. Throg Daddy here will have the Wintertooth Crown, Fight or Die, and Regeneration. Shaman Sorcerer that is incredibly loud with Burning Head, Flaming Sword of Ruin, and Kindle Flame. and it's like a skin wolf working as well. So yeah, pretty interesting front line. We're going to see some doggos, just like double Norscan Ice Wolves here. And let's see what's on that skin wolf working. So with the skin wolf working, we are going to be seeing Deadly Onslaught, Ruinous Flesh, of course. Yep, so pretty much the same kit, just with added Deadly Onslaught. Javos in the middle, 1, 2, 3, 4 units of Javos. God damn it. Those Javelins, pretty decent bonus as large as far as I'm aware. 15, yeah, so not bad, not bad. Not great, but not bad either. But they'll certainly do some good dumpstering here up against the Marauder Chieftain. He's going to have to keep himself away from the edge here. And yeah, he's going to have to leave those alone for quite a while. He's going to have to get in there deep and do some good work. Mr. Guja Jr., how are you? So yeah, so it looks like it's going to be the Burning Head up against Final Transportation. Should be interesting. Hey, just finished The Last Kingdom a month or so ago. Oh, nice! Hey, York, how you doing, man? Larry Lad? Or Larry Mad, I should say. Classic Caveman Tribal War. Indeed, indeed. Man, I love Last Kingdom. Me and Ducky have been watching Last Kingdom pretty much I think today is the only day we haven't watched it at lunchtime, because obviously he's playing today. But we've watched it like every single day. And like that's why he's bringing the Marauder Chieftain for the Nauticals, is because of Uhtred. Uhtred, son of Uhtred. I mean, if those that haven't watched Last Kingdom, I recommend it. I recommend it 100%. If you liked Vikings, the Horned Rat, nice. All right, yeah, no, I've been watching it pretty much every single day here with Ducky, and I've loved it. Like, if you guys like Vikings, it's like Vikings, but in my opinion, better. Glory to Valhalla, indeed, 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 indeed. So, what are you guys thinking? Let's have a look. So, it's like 50-50 right now. 50-50 on the Ducky and the green one. Very interesting. This is a pretty even test, I must admit. This is a pretty even one. Beast of Tashnar over here on the right, going to be in the trees, just ready to sneak. I don't know how they do against Norscan Ice Wolves. 42, 24. I think the Ice Wolves would win here, I think. They're going to be moving forward. Cavo coming in as well. The way you need to win this as Ducky is you need to get the Cav in and start deleting some of these Marauder Berserkers in the front line. Trying to see what you can kite, what you can. You do have 90 range on the Javos. You do have 90 range for the Horseman Masters and 80 for the Horsemen. So if you get in close enough and you get some good kite off, then it could be pretty decent here. I think Ducky's got his work cut out, I think. This force is going to be tough to deal with. He's going to have to rotate to sort of this direction here. Get a nice box formation here as they do approach. I'm always going to have to drop and get a little bit tighter here because otherwise these Norscans, the Ice Wolves are going to get in behind and start really causing some sort of havoc there, I think. One unit is going to come in from behind. We need to make sure that we hold off for a good amount of time with the Beast of Tashnar. If we do hold off for a good while, we should be able to then pop in the back once we start engaging in the front line. We should be able to try to get onto some of these javelins, because of course we can't get Uhtred, son of Uhtred, in there without a small pocket holding out and without infantry coming back. So we're trying to kite in the front line. We're going to be shooting here up against the Marauders, trying to get some pretty good, decent damage in there. Going to be a pretty slow approach. Lucky is going to be backing off whilst trying to shoot here in the front line. Marauders going to be nice and close if we do get too close, because of course push them in, and then also use that as a bit of a barrier between the front line and the remainder. Going forward, maybe trying to see if he can get, yeah, looks like he's trying to get onto the Berserkers here if he can. Shooting the Berserkers is very wise. The 50 in armor, no shields, very good. Right, in the middle here we can see that the Skinwolf working is in, as well as Throg. Both of these will absolutely dumpster the Marauder Chieftain, but we do have the Skinwolf working as well. Shaman Source of Metal, maybe trying to see if we can get an overcast in here of a Final Transportation, trying to see if we can get some good damage on the Berserkers, and also the double heroes there would be decent. It would be decent. Bit of kiting here in the front yet again. Looks like we're going to be hitting up against the Marauders in the front line as well. Some decent damage on the Berserkers. Decent damage. in the front here. Looks like not doing so well as the Marauder Chieftain. Fight Die going down, Foe Seeker as well. There's going to be the same on the other side. Final Transmutation did go down. The Wintertooth Crown is going to be popped to give that Unbreakable here in the middle. Looks like the Miststalkers are fighting as well. So the Miststalkers should do well in here. Skinwolf working from Ducky is going to do a lot better than one from the green one. The other one is certainly going to be struggling. He's getting hit also by the Miststalkers, giving him that armor sundering. Putting him down to 63 rather than 90 armor. In the back here, it looks like the Beast of Tashnar from Ducky have been taken care of. Obviously, those Ice Wolves having, I think it's 42 weapon strength. Yeah, it's pretty strong. I think it's 24 otherwise. Skinwolf Working has butchered the one here from the green one. But of course, he can regen here. So you certainly don't want him going away. You need to make him shatter. He'll be regenerating pretty nicely over here in the trees. In the back here, we can see the Marauder Horseman from Ducky. Just going to be coming in the back. Looks like a small charge here into the spears from the green one. But at the back here, we can see running away is going to be Throg. The double healing hero and lord is it's pretty painful. Going to be charging the back, shutting down those javelins. In comes also the caster here for the Shaman Sorcerer of Metal. And in the middle here, the Firecaster getting pushed around a bit. He's going to be on foot, so of course going to be struggling here just a little bit. But we are going to get pinned in, and looks like we are going to be trying to shut down as many of these javelins as we possibly can. Javelins online, looks like there's just going to be one left here for the green one. Fire in the front line, so we're going to be shooting into those Berserkers. A little bit still, it's going to be those Horsemasters. They certainly don't want to get hit. They are now going to get moved. In fact, looks like the big duck himself is going to be moving in. Firecaster in the middle, Fight or Die going down. I think that's going to be, yes. So we do actually have Throg Daddy in doing the big work. But of course, yeah, because we do have the Cormac, the Axe of Cormac, I believe it is. Yeah, the Axe of Cormac actually gets fire damage here. So it actually gets good buffs and good weakness damage here against Throg and the Skinwalkers there for regeneration. Over on the side, the Northern Ice Wolves just moving around, doing some pretty good damage so far. 85 kills, very strong. Mr. Alfredinho, how are we, my friend? On the side here, we can see oh my god, the casters going at it. The casters are having a showdown. I mean, the Skinwolf Working's kind of ruining it, but they're having a showdown. My caster is trying his absolute best, but Uhtred, son of Uhtred, he's come through and he's been an absolute legend. The tactical hero himself is going to come through for the win. Oh. Lovely stuff. So, Throg Daddy, 480 here as well, with 70 for the Shaman, 465 here for the Skinwolf Working. We've got 800 from the Marauder Spearman, 69 as well for the second, but here for the front line of the Marauders, we got 69, 288, and that was it. So for the Berserkers, we got 150, 500, 340, and 425. For the Javelins, 580, 180, 360, and 170. For the Doggos, 600 and 260. So for the Marauder Chieftain and Uhtred, we got 900. We also got 1,230 here for the Shaman Sorcerer of Metal, 975 for this Skinwolf Working, with 73 and 300 for the Marauders, 330, 430, and 300. So as you can see here, not really too much difference between the Marauders and the Berserkers, unfortunately. Getting kited here by the Marauder Horsemasters and Horsemen. 500, 460, 570, and 440. 820 for the Northern Ice Wolves, 450 here for the Beasts of Tashnar, and 830 for the Miststalkers as well. So yeah, well played. Well played indeed. So, map 2. Right, map 2 is going to be Oakenhammer. Ducky is up. Alright, so yes, here we go. Let's get that scoreboard changed, and we're going to be picking a new faction. Let's go here. So we are going to be having score 2, and that's going to be a Dubsky there for Ducky. So 1 up already. So first, of course, the best of 4. GG's indeed. Love how you can look up so many of the characters and battles. Yeah, man. So yeah, the great thing about yeah, I'm glad you like it. I thought you guys might like it. Yeah, I think that the great thing about Last Kingdom is some of the battles and some of the elements that took place in the series are actually real life events. I like, you know, Alexander the not Alexander, sorry, Alfred the Great is actually a real person. So, and the Lady of Mercia as well, she's real. So it's pretty cool series. It's a pretty cool series. Mr. Grombriddle, Mr. Muckluck, how are we, gentlemen? How are we? King Alfred, indeed, King Alfred. So, guys, of course, if you are, all of you are enjoying this, I try to say this, Mr. Geese Howard, how are we, my friend, Mr. DBD? If you guys are enjoying this, I try to say this as often as I can, but of course, if you are enjoying it, please smash that like button. It counts as an interaction and spreads this YouTube stream out to the wider YouTube audience, hopefully. And of course, if you are enjoying it all, a subscription means a massive amount here on the channel. The reason being is the fact that I'm trying to hit a target of 1,000, and hopefully here before Warhammer 3 comes out. It means I can give you guys all early access, all the good stuff, and of course, me and Ducky can, of course, if you don't know, we're housemates, but of course, we give you all the good, juicy stuff you want to see before the new game comes out. We can do some duo stuff, we can do all kinds of cool, fun things. So, Mr. Grombriddle, all people think it's 50-50. 14 votes, 50-50 here on Ducky and Green One. Very interesting, very interesting. Yeah, I don't know. This is going to be a tough one, for sure. So, Lizardman, Chaos, and Wood Elves for me. Banning Beastmen and Chaos. Ooh, very strong, very strong. Get them goals. Indeed, my friend. Indeed, we're after them goals. But yeah, this is a fun one. I think so. The last best of 7 we had Alfredinho up against Lotus Moon, and we got the Green One and Ducky today playing absolutely excellently. We got a couple of all these coming forward as well. So if you guys have any suggestions of who you'd like to see on the channel, please of course do feel free to send in your recommendations. I'm sure there, Muckluck perhaps can leave a link to the Discord as well. Do feel free to join there and also join all my other social medias. I have been for a while trying to plan to get onto my Twitch and get some streaming on there as well. So like, you know, for example, my YouTube will be solely towards entirely Warhammer 2. So I might do the odd stream on there in regards to single player, but very, very rarely because I'm going to put it more towards my Twitch. So, you know, I might do a video and then I might do a bit of Twitch there in the evening and do some more stuff. Hey, Pantelanon, Mr. Fanta Lemonade, how are you, baby? As King Karaz Angkor, I come to watch my jungle friend handle these battles. Oh, God, yeah. You come to watch Ducky see how he handles all of these battles here. So it looks like... Ooh. Lizardmen, Chaos, Wood Elves... Ooh, Dark Elves ban Wood Elves. I generally think this is a terrible matchup for Dark Elves now. I generally do. There is a specific build I have that is pretty disgusting for them to deal with. I think it's pretty good. Thanks, dude. I appreciate that. So, Mr. Fanta Lemonade, how are you? Now, of course, we do have to get you on against Mr. Papra at some point. I know that you guys have been itching to get at each other. I'm here to support the love of my life, Green One. Oh, okay. Okay. So the Green One's going to be taking the lead. Soon, best of 17 logic versus Grombrindle. Sorry for the spoiler. Indeed, indeed. Indeed. And of course, we have Grombrindle next here on the channel, I believe. I think we have Grombrindle in a best of 7. One person was going to play, but is now unfortunately cannot play. So I'm trying to find a good enough opponent to challenge my Dowie brethren. But of course, they must be of top caliber. The whole scene is waiting for it. It's true. It's true. It's true. We've been teasing the entire community with the best of 17 for a long time. One day maybe we'll give them what they want. Maybe one day. So what makes this matchup just so goddamn terrible? Now, there's a couple of things about this one. And the one thing is the chameleon stalkers. They are such a pain, and they work in the same way that Blast and Charger miners do for the dwarfs. They just delete that front line. Unfortunately, Bleak Swords and Dread Spears do have those silver shields, but of course, only 30 armor. They get absolutely destroyed here by the double blasting charge Skinky Boys. And of course, you take them some Skink Javelins as well to throw over the top, and you pretty much can just delete them without having to engage the front line, and then you just swarm with mass Skinks. I don't care how many Dark Shards you got, don't care how much cav you got, I'm just swarming. You take a couple of cheap units of the horned, not horned ones, sorry, of the, just the regular cavalry, the 851s, the armor-piercing shot cavalry. Just take maybe 4 of those. You take a unit of the chameleon skinks in case they go a bit of a flying force. You can just continuously shoot them. You take transformation of Gadon, and you just try and clean up crew there, really. Marathi's not really a problem in this matchup. Malekith is a bit more of a problem, I think. But, yeah, I think in general that sort of build can work. And then you bring the Unbreakable Boys in the front there with the Red-Crested Skinks, the ROR. And, yeah, you're looking pretty good. You're looking pretty good. And if you want a nice cheap Lord, you go with someone... Just go with a nice cheap Lord, I think. You know, you could go with... Tic-Tac-Toe. It's pretty good. Yeah. Gomriddle likes even scores, so if they lose 4-0... Gomriddle likes even scores. Zyher vs Catan best of 7. I actually have about 7 booked in. 7 people booked in, ready to go. So we got Mr. Fanta Lemonade up against Papara, which I still Papara, Pantalanage, you need to give me a nickname for Papara. We also then need to be doing Catan against Cypher. We then have a few others as well that I'm not going to say them because they haven't confirmed yet, but they said yes, I'll get back to you if we can do it. But there's a big one in there as well. Of course, we have Grombrindle first before anybody. We have Grombrindle. We have Merv as well, who's going to be playing. I think Contende said he wanted to play, and yeah, we have quite a few others that want to play. So I'm going to just picking out people from clans and putting clans against clans, people against people, and just having a good time with it, you know, having a good time with it. I will be very disappointed if you don't bring Krokgar. Ooh, Ducky's been called out. He's been called out. Papricola, it's hard. I have not your talent logic. All right, I'll think about it. I'll investigate a little bit more. I'll go watch some more of his live streams, see if I can pick up on something. Yeah, it's the complex layer. Moving on to Warhammer 2. But yeah, this should be interesting. I think. How can you deal with this force? It really depends what Ducky brings, of course. If he brings this build, I think it's Soda Popera. Ooh, that's an interesting one. Yeah, Soda Popera. I kind of like that. Fanta Lemonade up against Soda Popera. I love it. I'm all about that, actually. I'm all about that. Soda Popera is now going to be his name. Straight out. It's been confirmed. It has been. It's in the books. It's in the Damas Cron. It's been confirmed. Right, so both these gents are ready. So I'm expecting some level of like Dark Shards, cheap front line, cavalry. I think what does really well in this matchup is Corbin Dread Knights. I think they're pretty good in this matchup. I think the Dinos really struggle to deal with those heavily armored cavalry. Yeah, I think for the most part that's what they do. Skirmish Cav as well can be difficult for the boys to deal with. Not like uber difficult, but they can be difficult for sure. Soda Popper is nice, man. It is nice. I will drink it with joy. Indeed, Mr. Fanta Lemonade. Indeed. Good luck, champ. for the great plan. Alright, Ducky is ready. Therefore, we will ready up. Alright, so it looks like 55% in the favour for the green one to win today. Okay, so big fans of the green one today. I like it. I like it. Soda Popera. I really like that. I really like Soda Popera. Alright, for the boys here, we are going to be having Horned Ones. God damn it, yes, I love it. Horned Ones here, 60 armor piercing, weapon strength. God damn it, 100 armor, bronze shield. Pretty decent speed as well. Like, these boys are not to be messed with. Mixing in with the double armor piercing bonus for large Coldborn Riders. Double chameleon skirmishers. Javos. Of course, the cohort Sotek there for the Unbreakable Frenzy, blah, blah, blah. Chameleon Stalkers in the front, Red Crested Skinks, Skink Cohorts, Tahenoin. It is Tahenoin with the Stand Your Ground, Arctic Conduit, Final Transportation, Transportation of Godom, the Curse of Venera, Flock of Doom, Focused Instincts, and Wild Heart. So what this tells me is Ducky's looking to win the game with the Cav. So he's looking to overwhelm using Curse of Venera. He's going to pop that down on any other Cav that he sees and tries to see if he can win the Cav game. So double, looks like double Saurus Warriors in the middle for the bullying, and Skink Cohorts the fast flanks. Interesting. In the front line, we can see Max, Dread Spears, and Bleak Swords dotted around. We are going to have a Reaper Bolt Thrower in the middle. Double of the Scourge Runner Chariot. Oh my god, quadruple Scourge Runner Chariots. Dark Rider Shields, Dark Rider Shields, Dark Rider Shields. Dread Spears in the back in a box. And Doomfire Warlocks in the back. Interesting. Interesting. This is going to be interesting. Goddamn quadruple Scourge Runners. I don't know. I think the quadruple... can we catch them? 66 speed, 78 speed for the Horned Ones. I don't know if we can. Poison might be able to help the Horned Ones catch. Might be able to. I don't know. They do have 150 range. So as long as they stay away from those poison boys, we should do pretty well. Von Carstein, how you doing? Oh, it seems I'm on time, Ducky, with the Lizard Boys. It's always epic. Yes, indeed, Mr. Carstein. Indeed. Mr. Carstein with the big dubski yesterday. Alrighty, so, Mr. For Poland, how are we, friend? Let's go, these Dino boys are in. Let's get hyped. So, 2 of the Chameleon Stalkers are going to be in that Vanguard position as well. So, faster flanks, a bit of a slower pocket here. We can see the Saurus Warriors in the middle here with the Blind Bandit. Got a bit different here. I think this front line, I think the original strategy that I was talking about earlier with the 5 Stalkers and like the 5 Javelins might be better, but still I think this could do very well. It's got some good punch in the middle. This middle pocket here is going to break pretty hard. Getting on the Reaper Bolt Throw will be easy. Taking out the Scourge Runner Chariots is what's going to prove the problem. I mean, 4 of them is crazy. It's just so crazy it might work. It is so crazy it might work. Yo, Nirov, what you saying, man? Mr. Cap, tell us as well. Hello. How are you? Hey, Logic, thanks for going live. No problem at all. No problem at all. Welcome, welcome, welcome. It is Friday. Fridays for the boys. Fridays for the boys and the Warhammer. That's what it's for. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we are underway. And as we can see here, the Lizard Men are coming forward for the great plan up against the Dark Elves. The Druchi here are going to be trying to see if they can take down the boys in the front. And look at that first shot. Going to be coming straight downtown, up against the Red Crested Skinks. Not doing any damage, really. I kind of don't really like the Reaper Bolt Throwers on their spread, but I like them on their single shot mode. Looks like the Cobalt Spear Rider is going to be moving. I think if you actually get on single shot and start firing here at the, where are they? The horned ones. Very strong, very strong. In the front, cavalry here going to be cycle charging straight. Oh my god, Skeek's getting absolutely yeeted here at the front line. Look at those golden hammers as well, man. Those big goddamn hammers. I love it. Yep, they push through pretty hard. No damage coming here to the chariots either. In the front line, more cycling. Looks like the skirmishers are going to try and get on. They don't have a tremendous amount of range. I think 70. Yeah, 70 range. Dark Riders are going to charge him. They'll take a bit of a brunt here, I think. Oh my god, the skinks just go flying. God damn it. But they are now going to be trapped in combat. So they are going to take some damage back. But they just absolutely thumped that front line. Shots coming out here. They have broken the skink cohorts. We're not going to be breaking here the red-crested skinks, but we're saying this is good damage. Damage was returned here. Over on the backside there, we can see the Stalkers moving in. Stalkers certainly getting some good blasting charges here on the Dark Riders if they can. But trying to get into the back here, maybe trying to shut down some of this infantry could be better. Flank overload here on the right-hand side, as we can see. A couple more units coming over here. Pretty thick deep. We are going to be seeing some Javos mixing in here with the Cobalt Spear Riders. Get some of those blasting charges in the front and then get that rear charge there in from the Cobalt Riders. We could be looking pretty tasty. Melkith on foot as well is something I didn't come on to. My apologies. The Gaze of Malice, Stand Your Ground, Soul Stealer, yeah, Murder's Prowess. So he's going to be on foot on the floor. He is a pain. He is a pain. 79 melee defense is no joke. But in goes the Manticore. Manticore is going to try and hit here where he can. Soul Stealer coming down in the pocket is going to catch the Saurus Warriors and the Pharaoh Manticore to try and heal up the big boy himself. You can see Tehenwyn. Does he have terror? He doesn't have terror, but he does have immune to psychology. Okay. So Tehenwyn's taking quite a bit of damage here, so you do have to be careful. In the back here, it looks like the Stalkers have used lots of blasting charges. They are going to be hitting up against the Dark Riders in the back, getting rid of some of this cavalry. On the left, though, looks like we have caught some of the Scourge Running Chariots here with the Cobalt Riders. Anti-large and armor piercing, going to be able to delete those pretty effectively. In the middle, though, looks like we do have Skeeky Boys fighting up against Bleed Swords. Bleed Swords will win that handedly, but in the front line, the Saurus Warriors, the tanky boys themselves are pushing through into the middle up against the Reaper Bolt Throwers. In the front here, so we do have that rampaged boys here fighting up against Melkith. Melkith is losing and going down. We've rampaged with the Horn ones. We also have Tehenwyn and a rampage Pharaoh Manticore. They're going to be beating the living daylights, breaking Malekith here in the middle. Down to 40 health. Malekith is more than likely going to go down, and he does go down. It's looking very dangerous here for the Dark Elves already. Another summon for the Pharaoh Manticore. That needs to come in the back. They need to put some pressure on the Scourge Running Chariots for sure. Here in the front, notice like the Dark Riders are going to be breaking the Cold On Riders. We are holding out, but in the pockets is going to be the Scourge Runners. They're going to be a lot better in open field. Looks like we have 3 here left. They're going to be charging into the Chameleon Stalkers, doing some good work there. These are wavering. Big charge there from the Horn 1 Rider, Tehenwyn. He's pretty cheap there on a Horn 1. I think it costs like 300 to put him on a Horn 1. And he's pretty powerful. Like, he's no joke. Like, 63 attack there with that poison. He's going to be deleting models here down to 2 Scourge Runners here at the front. They are going to be broken, so they're going to be running away there. Do they have immune to psych? I don't think they do. No immune to psychology. Not sure what spell that was there, but it looks like there was trying to be a spell going down. Soul Blight in the pocket here, so it looks like we have Stand Your Ground as well to aid. But it's like here we have the Coleman Riders fighting up against the Dark Rider shields as well. Balance of power pretty heavily in the Lizardman favour here. In the back, we do actually have the Dread Spears fighting up against these Chameleons, the skin cohorts here with those Javelins. Damage here in the front line up against the Saurus Warrior shields. Soul Stealer in the back. So that would be the Shanesh Harvesters. Don't know where they are. Where's the Shanesh Harvesters? Because that's how we got that that lesser Doombolt there. Is that them? Yes, there's the Doomfire Warlocks in the middle. So Doomfire Warlocks, of course, have that have those double abilities. They have the Soul Blight, and of course they have that Doombolt. So that lesser Doombolt there can do some good damage. Struggling in the middle here is going to be Tehenwyn. He's going to be getting kited here by the Scourge Runners. Going to be shooting relatively heavily into him. That's pretty dangerous. Balance of power now coming back to the middle. Of course, we have utilised Murderous Prowess now. But the ammunition is getting utilised here from these Scourge Runners. Running away is going to be Tehenwyn. Tehenwyn is getting shot and getting shot hard. It looks like here the Doomfire Warlock is going to be running away. Maybe trying to see if we get a good fat charge into the Skink Skirmishers. That would be decent, but of course they are going to be trying to kite away here. Both of these boys could cause a win, but of course those Scourge Runners will be difficult to stop. We have the Cold One Spear Riders moving through. Spear Riders certainly do need to catch some of these Scourge Runners. In the back, the Stalkers are moving in. We have some more Bleak Swords coming back as well. Shots here from the Chariots. 370 health as well. 16 leadership. Pretty strong considering the shape they're in right now. Tehenowin is back. Now, we will be having a Flock of Doom. Flock of Doom will be needed here. Curse and Venera can be nice as well, but we're going to need a Flock of Doom. We're going to want to Flock of Doom these Chariots. They're what needs to go, to be honest. In the back here, looks like the Community Stalkers are struggling. They are going to get caught up here by the double Scourge Runners and some Dread Spears. Bleak Swords, Dread Spears back in as well. Looks like we have some Slanesh and also the Dark Riders. Doomfire Warlocks, though, were pretty decent. 92 speed with 40% physical resistance is certainly no joke. In the middle, looks like we are going to be breaking the Red-Crested Skinks. Skink Cohorts and Chameleon Stalkers online, fighting here up against those Bleak Swords. Yep, we are going to catch it. That is a nice Flock of Doom there. That should do some great damage here, and that should break and maybe even shatter here the Scourge Runner Chariots. 340. I did a little bit of damage, but not really enough to finish it off, I don't think. Maybe did enough? Negative 22 leadership. Maybe. Anyone's going to move in, though. He's going to try and see if he can catch one of these Scourge Runners off guard. He's not going to quite be able to do that, so he's going to move away. Stand your ground down here. Extra melee defense and extra leadership is going to be very handy. Soul Blight going down yet again. You do actually get double Soul Blight for the Doomfire Warlocks, I believe. They aren't going to be out of that circle, though, so of course here they're not going to get any of those reductions to stats, but they'll still have that stand your ground, so that melee defense and leadership. Fighting up against those Dread Spears, that weapon strength 52 is no joke. They do have pretty low melee attack at 29, but they'll still punch pretty hard here. Even though 42 melee defense for the Dread Spears, they'll get a pretty good percentage chance hit. Still kiting here into Tehenowin, 180 health. Shots coming through. Oh, he's 86. God, he is struggling. 3 leadership, though. He could stabilize. He is under fire. Friendlies are routing as well. He does come back instantly. A Flock of Doom is needed here. Oh, nice shots here into the Scourge Runners. Lovely. Bleak Sword's coming as well. Can we kite? These Community Skinks could win the game. They could win the game here for sure. No, Tehenowin goes down. That's negative 16 leadership for a short while. He needs to stabilize and wait for that to drop down to 10 again. But unfortunately, the boy does go down. We are going to be shooting notice, so we are trying to see if we can target and break some of the Scourge Runners. If we break one, a lot of these are going to break. They are very, very weak right now. Do we have any other units? I think this could be it for the Lizardmen. They are going to get caught here. They're still going to be kiting here, the Skink Skirmishers. They are going to be shooting. They are... Oh, look at them wavering here. I don't know if this is doable. Negative leadership here. 5 leadership. 8 leadership. It's all over the place. Looks like we broke one. They should be routing, so that could route these as well. They're wavering. Shots coming in. Shots up against the Dark Riders as well. These do not have shields. Only 30 armor, so they could do some pretty decent work there. I wouldn't mind pushing over in this direction, getting rid of the Doomfire Warlocks. Yeah, Doomfire Warlocks are going to come back. Shots in the front line here. Shooting against those Bleak Swords is also probably not key. They do have, of course, those silver shields. But you don't really want to divide and... I mean, you could divide and conquer here, but I think keeping them together would be more optimal. Bleak Swords are more than likely going to break in. At negative 14 leadership, they'll be breaking for sure. If they break, we should also break these as well, hopefully. Now, it looks like that's not going to be the case. Negative 4 leadership, they're going to break for the second time. Nope, they're going to stabilize. We do manage to charge in and catch the nice Skink Skirmishers. They're going to be fighting, and that's going to be army losses. Well, GG's well played. What a very, very fun game here between these two. That was super, super close. I did think actually the quadruple chariots would be the problem because I just think Ducky had nothing to deal with them, which is such a shame because actually quadruple chariots is really, really smart. They are very difficult to deal with. 84 speed, anti-large armor piercing shots, Tehenowin struggles. It's a difficult matchup. And of course the Cold One Spear Riders only 66 speed, 78 speed for the Horned ones. It's a tough one. It's a tough one for sure. But 1,000 here for Tehenowin. We've got 250 and 100 for the Skink cohorts. For the Red Crested Skinks, we've got 360, 350. And for the RRR, the cohort of Sotek, we've got 318. For the Chameleon Stalkers, we got 822 and 600. They're very good in this matchup, I must admit. 450 and 920 here for the Saurus Warrior Shields. And for those Javo boys, we got 570 as well. So I think a line between the Chameleon Stalkers and the Javelins are the way to go. But that's also my thoughts. 533 and 490 here for the Skink Skirmishers, with 712 and 595 here for the Cold One Riders, with 720 for the Horned Ones. So for Malekith on foot, 633. I thought he'd lost the game there when he lost Malekith, but he came back into it very strongly. We also had 433, 490, 220, 220 there for the Bleak Swords. For the Dread Spears though, 370, 375, 420, and 120 here for the Dread Spears. 500 for the Dark Riders, and for the Shields, 730 and 280. 940 here for the Doomfire Warlocks, and for the Quadruple Scourge Runners, 1.6, 700, 1000, two of them with 1.6k damage value. God damn. With 850 here for the Reaper Bolt Throwers as well. God damn, that's some value. That is some value. 3.2k damage value on 2 units of Scourge Runners that cost, I believe, 1700, I think. Very good stuff. GG's indeed. GG's indeed. So we are going to be moving on here to... which one? Prague is the next map. Lovely. Prague should just be round the corner. Here we go, Prague. So we are now going to be one apiece here between the two of them. So let's get up that lovely... let's throw up this one this time. Let's throw up a number here. Number uno. So one apiece here between the green one and Mr. Arubberduckofwar. It's looking pretty close here, I must admit. It's looking very, very close. The two of them here are going to be pretty close on contest, I think. So, it looks like 27 vote view, 56% think the green one, and 44% think Arubberduckofwar. Okay. Okay. I don't know what can kill Scourge Runners at this point. Yeah, in that battle, I don't think there anything that was, period. I don't think there was much that really could have dealt with them. It's a difficult one, really. It is a difficult one. One within the roster can. I mean, of course, things like solar engines can do quite well. I thought the Manticores maybe could have, because one of the Manticores was used to charge down Malekith. Maybe both the Manticores should have been used to take up the Scourge Runners. It's a tough one. It is a tough one. But it's very well played. Very well played. Like Malekith on foot, of course, is also a big risk. He's a very decent melee combatant, but then he's just so easy to snipe. And he did get sniped, unfortunately. He did some good damage on the way out. Tehenowin also took quite a bit of damage and went down there at the end as well. That negative leadership was not great there for the Lizardmen. Actually caused quite a few units to shatter. It's tough. It's tough. It is tough. I think Quadruple Scourge Runners were a very, very good pick. Very good pick. Very smart. For the Skink Hammer. Yes. Aggressive Skinks, the true hammers of Warhammer. I love it. I love it. So let's see what we got here then. So it looks like I think the green one's now going to be picking. So Lizardmen, Greenskins, Beastmen. Okay. Is my punishment for not bringing Krotgar. I mean, Krotgar with Hand of the Gods could have done some nice work. Ban Empire and... Empire does well up against Greenskins, does well up against Beastmen, and can do well up against Lizardmen, for sure, I think. Yeah, 100%. Lizardman is now gone for Ducky. Lizardman is always an ace card for him. It's always something he can just flip out of the deck. He's got it, he can use it when and if, and it's always very strong for him. But it's like it's going to be a ban for Beastmen. Okay, realistically, you could go Vampire Counts. So this is the thing. Ducky doesn't play Vampire Counts, but you could go Vampire Counts, ban Lizardmen. You've then got Vampire Counts against Beastmen and Vampire Counts against Greenskins. Pretty strong. The other way you do it is you go Tomb Kings. You go Tomb Kings ban Beastmen. Then you've got Tomb Kings against Greenskins and Lizardmen. Yeah, both are pretty good. Both are pretty good. Or you go Vampire Coast and ban Beastmen. Then you've got Coast against Lizardmen and Greenskins. Yeah. And that's the way to play it. I think one of the undead factions here is the way to go. Yeah. I think of all those three, Ducky would more than likely play Tomb Kings. I think Tomb Kings banning Beastmen is probably the way we're going to see him play here. And then of the two, if it's going to be Greenskins or Lizardmen against Tomb Kings, I think we would probably see Greenskins. I think. What's your thoughts? Alright, so we'll leave that there. That's an interesting question for me. I'm going to ask you guys a question in a second. I've got a couple of pings here, just to make sure everything's okay on the Discord. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, yes, yes. All right, so question time, ladies and gentlemen. Very interested to know if you guys have watched How Can I Fight My Precious Dinos? Okay, so Wood Elves ban... Oh, Wood Elves ban Greenskins. Okay, so it now looks like it's going to be Ducky's Wood Elves up against the Lizardmen. Interesting stuff, interesting stuff. Okay, so some of you have, some of you haven't. Okay, okay. Hey, Pat, how you doing? I think I've seen some of it. It's a series, right? Yes, yes, it's Uhtred, son of Uhtred. Me and Ducky have been absolutely binging the living hell out of it recently. It's my favourite thing going at the moment. I'm on season 4 right now. Yeah, season 4. We've watched episode 1 and we're moving through. And season 5's out soon. Mr. Pantelenard, how you doing, baby? Part of the great plan too. Of course, it's part of the great plan. So how do we play this? The question is Starfire Shafts, for sure. Probably going to be seen in this matchup. Up against Ducky. Sorry, up for Ducky. Up against the baked duck. Or the green one. Yeah, I think it's a tough one, this, for the Wood Elves. I think it's pretty favoured for the Lizardmen. Lizardmen do what Wood Elves do in this matchup, but better. So it's a tough one. It's a tough one, really. I think Starfire Shaft's the way to go. Go nice and wide. I think you have to go super wide as the Wood Elves, as wide as you possibly can. So yeah, Ducky's played in this matchup quite a few times, and I think generally on the side of the, definitely on the side of the Lizardmen far much more. I think this is a matchup he doesn't particularly enjoy too much, especially from the Wood Elf side. This is a really tough one. It's very grindy. It's all about positioning and getting the shots in where you need to. I think double Bastillodon with the solar engines is going to be good. I think also here like Chameleon Skinks are very good. Javos are very good. Stalkers are very good. It is a tough one. I think like 5 Stalkers, 5 Chameleon Skinks. I actually even like Krogar in this matchup. Krogar with Hand of the Gods is good. Beastcaster is good. What else have we got? Yeah, honestly, there's a lot you can do in this matchup. Cheap Cav as well. Yeah. There's a lot of ways you can go right in this matchup with the Lizardmen, and it's very tough for the Wood Elves. It is very tough, very tough. So a lot of you haven't watched The Last Kingdom. Well, if you guys got Netflix, you need to go watch it. You need to go watch The Last Kingdom. It is super fun. It is a super fun series. If you like Vikings, you like fighting. If you like Vikings, you're going to enjoy it, basically. Or if you like Game of Thrones, you'll like it. Yeah, you guys need to watch it. You need to watch it. It's a very, very good series. I really do enjoy it. Alright. It looks like the baked duck is ready. Let's get the green one in there. So what I'm also trying to do with these series for the best of 7s and best of 9s is I'm trying to get... I have 1 gold left. I'm trying to... I'm trying to make sure I get lots of players. Like, I'm trying to get some of the best players from each clan to play up against each other, have some fun, and try and really bring this community back together again. May the pointiest ear win. I love it. I love it. I love everything about it. Mr. XMT Phoenix King, how are we, sir? Hope we're doing well. Alright, let's pop into it then. So, going to be on Prague today. Pretty slanted here, a little bit downhill, but a pretty nice map otherwise. You can maybe give it a slight disadvantage to the ones on the left-hand side here, but at the end of the day, it is what it is. There's not a lot you can do about it too much. A lot of the maps on here aren't like super competitive anyway. Faster Than Light. Not played that game. Alright, so for the Wood Elves here, and Ducky Boy, we are going to be having in the back here the Sisters of Thorn, a gorgeous unit that's been moved over here. Oh, this is a full Vanguard force. Oh my god. Okay, so the Sisters of Thorn from the Blind Bandit here with the Curse of Venera and the Shield of Thorns. Also here with the Great Stag Knights. Great indeed. Armor Piercing Frenzy. Very good with their Vanguard as well. Wild Riders. Mixing in with the Glade Rider Spears, Dryads as a mass front line, and it looks like the Branch Wraith and Orion as well. So, Branch Wraith. No, it keeps doing that. Branch Wraith with Scroll of Shielding, Pendulum, Earthblood, and Call of the Woods. And Orion should have his Horn of the Wild Hunt, as well as the Hounds of Orion, the Hawk's Talon as well, Foe Seeker, and the Cloak of Isha. So for the boys in the front line, we are going to have the Saurus Warrior Shields, lots of Saurus Warriors, 5 units of Saurus Warriors. In the back here, we are going to be having some cavalry here with the Cold One Riders for the Arm Piercing Shock, Cold One Riders, and Cold One Spear Riders. In the middle, double Chameleon Skinks, and it's like 4 units here of the Skink Cohort Javelins. In the back, we are going to have the Fire Mage as well, here with the Burning Head, the Flaming Sword of Ruin, Fireball, Cold-Blooded, Great Arcane Conduit, Kindle Flame, Shield of the Old Ones, the Blood Statuette of Spite, and Banishment. Ah, thank you very much. Thank you very much. Completely forgot about my blocker. I do apologise. What tier is Lizardmen in terms of competitiveness? S tier. S tier. Yeah. Both Wood Elves and Lizardmen are in S tier. Yeah, Lazy. How you doing, Lazy? Hope you're doing well. I really like Stalkers in this matchup. Can't really chew up the back line. Yeah, Stalkers are decent. Stalkers are decent. So, it looks like a majority Cav build and a Vanguard Dryad build, trying to see if they can push into the front, but we are actually gonna meet them here with Source Warriors. Now, they will win. Source Warriors should bash apart Dryads pretty comfortably. Same armor, 52 weapon strength, 33 melee attack, 25 melee defense, but these have 29 melee attack and 34 melee defense. Yeah, they're gonna win pretty comfortably. 7.6k health against 5.2. Yeah, the Source Warriors are just gonna dumpster these Dryads. These are probably the second most efficient infantry in the game, I reckon, Source Warrior Shields. They are just super good. They are super good. I think they're only second to probably Longbeards, I think. In all honesty, I think that Source Warriors are just so goddamn good with the shields. They're so great. In the front line, though, the Slime Mage Priest. He's going to be interesting. He's going to come down to his Flaming Sword of Ruin and his Burning Heads to deal with that front line. The quicker we can shoot through that front line, the more we can deal with this cavalry. This cavalry is going to get punched here by those Javos, but they are going to thump back really hard. All comes down to the micro ducky at this point, I think. Yeah, but yeah, both S tier, mate. Both S tier, I would say for sure. Lazy, yeah, both S tiers. I think the 5 S tiers you're looking at: Lizardmen, Wood Elves, Bretonia, Greenskins, Beastmen. At the moment, yeah, they're looking on top of the game. Here we go, good luck, have fun. We're kicking it off in the front line here. Yes, immediately going to be dropping from the green one, immediately realising his right-hand side flank is open. Of course, we have 2 cavalry over here, but we are going to be shooting into the front here with the Sisters of Thorn. Now, they do have 90 meters of radius. They do have poison, but they have 42 missile strength. It's no joke indeed. Sources are going forward, but some are dropping back here, so we're going to rotate to meet the army. Flank overload here on the right here from Ducky, trying to see if he can abuse this right side with a nice rotation here from the green one. Now, Dryads are going to be much faster. Dryads really just don't want to engage in this front line. They have no interest and no business with fighting in this front line. They're just going to lose. Also, I love the way that they wobble. From a distance, you can see they just wobble. They're not those little flicky toys you have in the car. They just wobble. I love it. But they're going to be fighting in the front line, but they kind of have no business here. They are going to, like, hold, but they're not going to do anything else. Like, whilst they're in that front line, is that going to be Flaming Sword of Ruin? Yes, it is. Fire damage going down, and also magic damage, which is perfect, because these have physical resistance, so they just should do extra damage there. So, because they have physical resistance, given these magic attacks, and also they have a weakness to fire, it's perfect. It's going to really help you delete those Dryads quite nicely. Burning Head in the front here, really ripping through that front line of Duckies. And now it looks like it is actually going to bend and catch the second unit of Dryads as well. That is a gorgeous Burning Head. Obviously, RNGesus was involved here, but he certainly helped out the Lizardmen. Inside here, the Shield of the Old Ones, we can see the boys here, the Source Warriors, are going to be fighting up against those great Stag Knights. Now, 52 weapon strength will be enough here to punch back pretty hard. And of course, the cavalry not known for its melee defense. Mr. Prophet Wren, how are you? I haven't seen you in a while, friend. I haven't seen you in a while. 30 melee defense here for the great Stag Knights is not huge. Now we can see running away here. Trying to see if we can drop back a little bit here with the Skinky Boys. In the middle of Orion is trying to see if he can get on top of the Slime Mage Priest, but he's going to get caught up here by the Cold One Spear Riders. He's going to be getting pinned in, and he's going to be in quite a bit of trouble, I think. Now he does have his doggos. We could get the doggos in here, maybe the Talons as well. Get that nice cheap. Yes, so we are going to get the doggos in. Doggos should do some pretty decent damage here, I think. So the doggos are going to be running away a little bit, but hopefully they do come back. Oh no, looks like it's actually going to travel here into the Skinks. Oh, very nice. Also, maybe a Pendulum through here. Yeah, Pendulum does some nice work. Trying to see if they can really remove these Cold One Spear Riders, but they're going to be doing some good damage up against Orion. And Branch Wraith could kind of do with getting involved as well, trying to see if he can help just Orion get out of there. Javo's going to be fighting to the front line here, up against the Wild Riders. And in the back here, we do have Dryads trying to see if they can punch up against those skin cohorts. And from behind, they are just going to run away. They are, I think they're going to be faster. 43, yeah, 46. They will be faster, but of course, they'll more than likely get caught again. Fat charges here coming straight through up against the Cold-Blooded Spear Riders. Cold-Blooded going down to really try and help them stay. I don't know if that's going to happen, though. Balance of Power is going to be in the favor of the Lizard Men. But as we can see here in the middle, Cold-Blooded Spear Riders still trying to fight here up against those great Stag Knights. They're going to do some nice work. 90 armor here up against 60. It's pretty good. But the poison is going to help on that weapon strength. But of course here, stats overall are pretty even between the two. I think cost efficiency wise, you're going to see a much better trade here for the Cold-Blooded Spear Riders. Javos are inbound as well. They're going to be pretty ready here. So we lost some Cold-Blooded Spear Riders there in the back. Double Skin's going to be firing here into the lightly armored cavalry. Dryads in the front getting poisoned here, as well as those Spear Riders. Nice charge there from the Cold Ones. That's a second unit of Spear Riders down, but also we have lost some great Stag Knights in the process. Now we do have some healing here. We don't actually have any healing for the Lizard Men, so a little bit of healing here. I'd like to see some branch strength. Earthblood's coming down. I'm seeing we can heal up some of this cavalry, but I think at this point it's going to be being a little bit too late. In the back, the Sisters of Thorn going to be just dumpstering here. Oh, nice fireball there, straight to the face of Orion. But these Sisters of Thorn were trying to dumpster these skin cohorts. And then one of those doggos are going to be traveling away from the caster. For those that have spells like this, you have to recognize wherever the caster is, wherever you put the spell down, the spell will initially go away from the caster, and then from there it's random. But here we go. We now have Orion trying to fight up against the Slan. Shots coming in. So we are going to get the Talons down as well. And Arubberduckofwar is going to pull out. Hey, Criminal, how you doing? How's it going? Hope you're doing well. Welcome. So, 1,100 here for the Slan Mage Priest of Fire. 270, 836, 3980, and 600 for the Saurus Warrior Shields. As I said, probably the second most cost-efficient infantry in the game. For the Javos, 460, 340, 600, and 300 here. 700 and 800 for the Chameleon Skinks. I think, obviously people were worried in the patch about them not being anywhere near as cost-efficient. But of course here, they've proved time and time again that 650 is still not a tall price pool to pay for them. For the Cold-Blooded Spear Riders, though, we can see that we had 906 and 1,438 here. And for the Cold-Blooded Riders, 400 and 480. So, of course, here the Cold-Blooded Spear Riders very comfortably up trading. 1.5k for the Stag Knights, getting 1.3. 500, so not quite performing so well. Wild Riders and Sisters of Thorn at 820. 160 here for the Wild Riders. Glaive Riders at 218 and 280. And it looks like here Dryads at 320, 220, 290, 260, 165 with the Branch Wraith at 390. And 1,666 for Orion. Very well played. So it's going to be 2-1 here to the green one. Coming up against Ducky. So what we'll do, we'll get a nice screen blocker in there that I always forget to take down. But there we go. They're going to be picking a faction, ladies and gentlemen. So just bear with us. So, 2-1 here to the green one. We had Uhtred, son of Uhtred, coming through here for Ducky. But ever since, it's been quite the change of tide. Doing good. I'm very good, thank you. I'm losing my voice, but I'm very good. I'm very good. So for those that don't know, Miss Krumel, she of course is a other content creator here on Twitch. She does lovely content in regards to, she is probably one of the best players in the community here for Vermintide. So obviously go check her out as well. And Mark Luck, he's on YouTube as well. Now, of course, he's one of the admin, but he's also on YouTube and he's an exceptional player as well here at Vermintide. So go check them both out because they're lovely, lovely people. GG's indeed. GG's. It's been a great game so far. 3 down so far. Now, once we do hit game 4, this is the last one. This is the last pick 3 ban 2. And for the final 4 games, the way it will run is it will run with pick 2 and then you ban none. So I might go to Dwarves and Greenskins, and then my opponent picks Wood Elves, and then I have to fight either my Greenskins or my Dowie now up against Wood Elves, for example. So it's going to be Ducky to go now. I picked the rubber duck. It's just OP. 100%, 100%. Rubber duck is he is OP, to be fair. We actually had some practice games last night, him and I. We were gonna go. We were watching Uhtred Son of Uhtred, and then we were like, we could play some games because I got to play the green one tomorrow. I was like, yeah, sure. So we just played some games, and yeah, some fun games actually. Some fun games. Maybe try and see something I can cast out of that. No, I feel kind of forced to stream again. Nah, there's no such thing to force. There's no forcing to stream again. But yeah, of course, you know, if you want to see some of these guys play on the Vermintide, for those that don't know what Vermintide is, Vermintide, of course, is a first-person version of Warhammer. So you go in, you pick a hero, and you can be a Dowie hero, you can be a Paladin, you can be a Slayer, you can be a Sister of Thorn, you can be just many heroes here in the Warhammer world, and you can go ahead and you can go and fight in story-based gameplay. So you go through a particular level, and you play, and there's generally a story behind it, maybe a boss at the end, and there's all sorts of fun challenges, and then different tier levels of difficulty. And Muckluck very recently released a video of himself playing on the hardest difficulty on his own. Now that's very difficult. I struggled to do that, even with better players in the party than me, but he did it all on his own here, and it's a super fun watch. So make sure you go watch that. And of course, Primal does all of her live streaming there on Twitch, so pretty fun as well. She does all of the good content with all the boys and all the girls, I'm sure. But yeah, check it out, Logic. He is the master of exaggeration and a great caster. Master of exaggeration? I don't think so. I don't think so. You guys literally pick up every one of my limbs, throw me into your backpack every single time that we play. Every single time that we play Vermintide. Every single time we play, I get carried unbelievably. Also, what do you guys think of these screen blockers? I'm liking these screen blockers. I'm thinking we're going to make a couple more of these as well. So obviously we've got Gollum there with the one Lizardman ring. Alright, so the Blind Bandit with the Beastmen, the Warriors of Chaos, and Tomb Kings, methinks. And looks like banning Chaos and... what are we going to ban here? That's the question. And Greenskins. Okay, so looks like we are going to ban the Greenskins. Is volume working? It should be, Muckluck. Sorry, Captain Morgan, I hope so. Logic is a great Dowie frontline when playing Vermintide too. Yes, I do take a brunt. I do take a hit for sure. Gotta bring those double hammers, ladies and gentlemen. Alright, ban TK, bring Beastmen. Okie dokie. So now we do have a choice here between the two that are left. So we now have to go Warriors of Chaos, or we have to go Beastmen. So Warriors of Chaos into Beastmen can be pretty good, but Beastmen Mirror Match could be fun. Beastmen Mirror Match is a tough one. I think Ducky is more than likely going to go for the Beastman Mirror Match because it's Ducky and he likes a meme. But at the same time, I think Warriors of Chaos could be a strong pick. Now, if he is looking to win here, he'll go Chaos. Oh, he's looking to win, I think. Oh, the Duck knows what's up. So he's going to be going Chaos. Chaos can do well here. It looks like the green one was trying to force the mirror. I love it. I love it. I love it. It's pretty cool. I like the blocker. Yeah. I thought, yeah, it's pretty fun. It's pretty fun. Yeah, it was you. Oh, how you doing, Captain Morgan? Hope you're doing well, buddy. Hope you're doing well. It has been decided Logic is playing Vermintide with us later. Alright, I'm down. I'm down to play Vermintide later. I'll tell you what, ladies and gentlemen. I'll tell you what. We'll end that poll. Because obviously, a lot of you haven't watched Last Kingdom. So listen, this is the order of Logic on Logic's channel. If you're watching right now, you need to go watch Last Kingdom. That's it. End of story. It's better than Vikings. It's awesome. Go watch it. We all know that. We all know that. So, listen, if I'm going to be playing Vermintide later... Alright, so for all of you guys here, I'm going to be asking you guys a question. So if I am to play Vermintide later, do I stream it on Twitch as well for you guys? You know, do I come on, do I stream it a little bit, do we have some fun, and stream it on Twitch? Of course, if you guys don't want to see it on Twitch, you rather see it on YouTube, or some other things, and some other bits and bobs like that, of course, we can do that in the future as well. Now, I know a lot of you guys don't have Twitch or don't use Twitch. Twitch is a pretty fun platform, and the advantage here for me using Twitch is that on YouTube, if I do more than one stream a day, or I do more than one piece of content a day, one of them gets suppressed whilst the other one gets promoted. So let's say I do a stream and then a video, one of them will do really well and the other one will not do really well, because YouTube will purposely put one in the pocket. I'm doing well, almost Bourbon time. Oh yes, Mr. Borkin, I love it. It's Friday, it's Friday time, so we all know what that means. Oh, looks like we have the mirror match. Oh, it looks like he's egged him on for the mirror match. So looks like we are going to have the Moo Mirror. So we are going to have the Moo Mirror. And they're going to go sub-factions. I love this. I love this. But of course, answer honestly, guys. If you guys aren't interested in seeing Vermintide, then of course, yeah, you don't need to see Vermintide. If the answer is yes or no, if the answer is no, I'll ask you guys another question. Or like, I tell you what, if you are answering, do drop a comment down below. If it's no, is it no because you're not interested in seeing Vermintide, or is it no because you'd prefer to see, say, some more Warhammer content on there, or would you prefer no because you don't want to watch it on Twitch, you'd rather watch it on YouTube? Like, just let me know what you're thinking. Let me know what your thoughts are, so that I can, you know, provide more content in the places you want to see it, and, you know, provide more content of actually what you want to see. So just let me know, let me know. Because I know some people, I know Ducky put out a poll recently about should I use Twitch, and, you know, some people have asked for it, some people have even asked me for Twitch, you know, a bit of more extra content. You know, let me know what you think, because obviously a lot of people were not too bothered about Ducky being on Twitch. A lot of people want me to be on Twitch, so, you know, it's up to you guys what you guys want to do. And what we'll do, we'll have some fun stuff. We'll get some stuff going. We'll have a bit of a laugh. Logic hot tub stream on Twitch. I mean, obviously. I mean, it is the only way forward. It is true. It must be said. Hot tub streams are the one. That's what I've been told. Ear microphone and ASMR. I don't know if I could do that, man. It's just not really my will part. But I can give it a shot. If that's what the people demand. If that's what the people demand, I can try. The question is, if I'm going for a hot tub stream, what am I bringing in now? Am I bringing inflatables? Am I bringing just rubber ducks? What am I bringing? What am I doing? How are we doing this? Am I wearing a Speedo? Am I wearing wire fronts? Like, what am I wearing? That's the question. I draw the line at mankini, though. I'm not wearing a mankini. It's not happening. Personally, I think Twitch is still better. It's still the better streaming platform, but this may be just me. Who's on your team? Who's on your team on Vermintide? Do you mean who's going to be playing with me, or which characters do we use? I'm not sure which one you're asking for there, Captain Morgan. If I'm playing, I'm always the Dowie. Sorry, Krumel. I'm always the Dowie. Oh, the move is ready. Let's go. So generally you'll be seeing Sister of Thorn, probably the Dowie, you're probably seeing the Empire Captain, and maybe the Paladin, something like Maybe that's what we've played recently. But normally it's like Krumel, me, Muckluck. I think, you know, I'm going to leave it open. I'm going to leave it open, to be honest. Maybe we'll get some cycling in there. We'll get people popping in, popping out, doing some things, doing some bits and bobs, you know, carrying me. You know, doing all those good things, you know. Someone's got to help me win, right? Someone's got to help me win. So to let you guys all know as well, soon for the channel in the Discord, I'm going to be releasing the second of the short bid stats. The cup of tea done. Right. Yeah, I'm going to be releasing the second of short bid stats, and I'm actually going to be releasing a video related to that. That's going to be, sorry, the players. Oh, yeah, so it might be like Krumel, me, Muckluck, whoever's around, whoever wants to play. I'll maybe leave it open a bit, do a couple of levels with a few people here and there. And, yeah, try and see if we can have some fun with it. Yeah, yeah, for sure, for sure. Oh, I've done the wrong map. We will play on this map again. That is my bad. I do apologise. I got too excited about talking about Vermintide. I apologise. I apologise. Meanwhile, that is okay for me to give the dwarf in other hands. Yeah. This map does look familiar, but it's a good one anyway. Right, so for the Beastmen, we are going to be having the boy in black here, which is going to be the Blind Bandit and Ducky. We are going to have the double Ferromanticores here for the Terror. The triple Harpies in the sky as well, and on the floor we are going to have those Centaur throwing axes. Good AP, 93 speed as well. Normal Centaurs, so triple normal Centaurs as well. Ungol Herds in the front line, meeting in with Brave Shaman of Wild on a Tuskor Chariot. Ducky coming in strong. He wants to win by the looks. He's coming in with the big boy stuff. Traitor Kin as well as Dissolve and Bestial Surge. The big Brass Bull as well here with the Brass Body. The Blood Beast. The Rune Tortured Axes. Slaughter's Cool. And Blood Greed. Look at this boy. One of the newest Legendary Lords here in the game. He is an angry boy. Look at his little weakness in there. Such a cool animation model. So cool. So in the brown here, we are going to be having Gorehead Shields. Mixing in lots of Gorehead Shields. So we're going to try and win the front line here with Mr. Green One. A few more spears in the pocket. We're also going to be having some Centaurs dotted around the backside. And it looks like here we are going to be having the double Gorgon play. So Gorgons as well, the new monsters. They're going to be having strength from flesh as well as blood greed. Strength from flesh will actually get that mass healing whilst in combat. In the middle, we are going to have the Brave Shaman of Wild on foot here with the Brave Scream and the Dissolve. And the double... Oh, no, we are going to have a Doom Ball and a Gore Ball. So the Gore Ball here, we have just Blood Greed, and the Doom Ball with the Barbed Knuckle Boxing and also the Slaughter's Call. This is scary. This is scary. God damn, I don't know how Ducky's going to deal with that. That is monstrous. God damn. Okay, throwing axes are going to have to work hard here, I think. May the best moo win. Indeed, the best moo win. So, game 4 here between these two. Let's get it rocking. Thank you, Krumel. I appreciate that. Sure, there is no talks in chat. I think Torino is streaming, so I think Torox will be with Torino. With Mr. Torino. Fighting under... Fighting under the false banner, indeed. So, of course, these two sub-factions here, this is going to be the sub-faction of Torox, and this here will be the sub-faction of Morga. Is Morga the Shaker Cave? Yeah, I think it's Morga. I think it's Morga. So, flying forward here, the Harpies, nothing to find in the air, but they could certainly swoop, get some recharges here. Pretty good weapon strength here. So, 44 weapon strength here, 22 melee attack, not great, but they should be able to flutter around. Only 27 melee defense here for the Centaurs. Of course, here, all of the factions on both sides will actually be having this ability here, which is Primal Fury. It is just a Beastmen thing. If they go below 50% leadership, they actually lose quite a few of their stats: speed, melee attack, armor piercing, and immune to psychology. So here, looks like the Ungor Herde's going to be fighting here up against the Gore... Oh no, so Ungor Herdes as well. Is that Gore Herdes? Yeah, so one Gore Herde shield. So Gore Herdes will comfortably be Ungors. Mr. Positive Energy, how you doing? Mr. The PE boys. But here in the middle of the Vermintide, he's going to be fighting up against some Centaurs. He doesn't want to stick around for too long. Yep, he's coming over. That Gorgon is not slow. Dissolve going down. No, overcast trade here. Oh my god, that hit. 67 melee attack here for the Gorgon. Both of them going to be fluttering here after that Vermintide. He took a punch to the backside. Once this Dissolve goes down, not going to quite catch him quick enough. But look here, the Brave Shaman of Wild is just going to be cycling around and kind of wants to really go through these Ungor Herdes if possible. I don't know if he has Jagged Dagger. He doesn't have Jagged Dagger, so not too interested or involved in having to force to be in melee. So cycling for the front. Now, good hit, good cycle and out again. Looks like they're going to be charging in with the Doom Ball. He is 77 speed, so he will be able to get away, but these boys are not slow. Most of them in the 64 to 67 speed range. Now, that Brave Shaman of the Wild is very snipeable here, but of course you do have the Centaurs nice and close. Double Threat Manticores flying in here could be devastation here for the Brave Shaman of Wild. We do actually have the Harpies in. I actually wouldn't mind seeing the Harpies flutter down and trying to see if they can take out that. But it's like Torox here wants nothing to do with this. Torox wants nothing to do with this. Torox is going to be moving in here, doing some good damage, but overcome the double Gorgons. Double Gorgons is a big ball play. Like, this is... I don't know what to think about this. Traitor King comes in, just a normal one. Torox is going to be running. 48 speed here. They are trying to charge down. They miss both of them, but those attack animations are devastating. They are so painful to deal with. Now, we need to deal with this Brave Shaman of the Wild. We need to get in. We need to do the big work here. But they are going to be running forward. Now, because they do have that regeneration in melee, because it's fixed the melee, there is going to be no weakness to fire damage. It's not the same there as regeneration, but Centaurs in the back, they're going to be cycling around trying to see if they can protect their lord here, Torox. Torox has maybe take on one of them, but I don't know about both. Both is going to be difficult. If you keep them there with the Doom Ball, and you also keep it there with the other big Gore Ball, it's going to be difficult. Doom Ball and Gore Ball in here, up against the Vermintide. He's going to be a little bit trapped here. He's trying to get out. Oh, no, he's rampaged. No, he's rampaged. He's going to be going down here. He's getting thumped here in the middle by the Gore Ball and the Doom Ball. He's going to be getting that negative melee defense as well. There's a nice ability here of the Doom Ball, which is Dazed, giving negative melee defense and negative speed. God damn, that Vermintide is going to be getting absolutely slapped here. In the back, Traitor King going down yet again, I think. And it looks like Torox is now going to be fighting Dissolve. That's going to be negative melee attack and all the other stats as well. He's going to be trying to run away. He does use his explosion. That should be enough to get away. Brave Scream coming down here up against the Ungor Herde. We do actually have the fluttering Harpies around. Harpies should do some pretty good damage. Only 50 armor for the Gorgons. So I wouldn't mind seeing them getting a little bit involved there and getting their weapon strength in and involved. Cycle charging here for the Centaurs in the back up against the Ungors. We actually have some of those fluttering beastie boys here. The Harpies, they're going to be getting in the back and shutting down some of the Centaurs as well. Throwing axes charging into the back of the Ungors. I wouldn't mind seeing some throwing axes, some involvement here as well. Gorgons coming in for the charge. These things at 64 speed are such a ginormous pain because they are deceptively fast for such a large single entity monster. But that's the whole idea of Beastmen. Beastmen is just in your face, a pain in the backside. These Brave Screams as well, gorgeous. Just really deleting those backside units here. Big hit here coming from Torox. Torox is going to have to get involved at some point. He's either going to lose to the Gorgons, just being free to do whatever they want. Yeah, there we go. Looks like we have another Dissolve going down. That's actually going to slow him down as well, down to 48 speed. We should be able to catch with the Gorgon. We are going to need a counter measurement here from the Brave Shaman. If we actually do have a Traitor King, that would be ideal. Looks like he's going to miss there with those swinging animations. Centaur throwing axes are pretty close, but we do need to see them start to take down these units. In the backside here, another Brave Scream coming up against those Harpies and the Centaurs, but we are going to be breaking down the front line. The front line is starting to fall here. Now, if we can start breaking down that front line, we can then start to, get in with that kite phase. If we get in with the kite phase, and as you can see, the throwing axis is now starting to pile into the Gorgon. If the Gorgon isn't attacking in melee combat, oh, look at this sniper attempt on one of them. So we are going to try and sniper attempt one of them. He's going to come in once the other one drops, but also there is going to be some fighting here. We are going to have one of the Manticores, which does go down. The Manticore does die here, unfortunately. That's 800 gold down the drain there for that Terror. Charging in the backside here from the Centaurs up against the Ungor herd. But here in the sky, we are going to see the double Harpies just in wait. Just in wait. Now, they were split after Ducky was trying to see if he can get in for a bit of a punch here. And a Traitor King here overcasted would be very nice. You'd catch almost everything in this pocket. Oh, the Brave Shaman actually overcasts and causes damage to himself. And that's the problem with keeping that caster alive. They're now going to be able to catch up here with the Doom Ball and also the Gore Ball. That's going to slow him down even further, down to 32 speed. That explosion going down. Knuckle Boxing going down here, plus 24 melee attack, armor piercing, and base weapon damage. Traitor King goes down, overcasted for negative speeds as well. Dazed is super powerful. He is so good here for that Doom Ball. Gorgons are in. Brass Ball is getting absolutely dumped upon here. These throwing axes need to get more involved and try and see if they can smash here into the face of the Gorgon or the Gore Ball, or maybe even so the Doom Ball. Infantry trying to come through to get a nice blockade here to allow Torox to come out. Torox now needs to dip in behind. He has been stopped, engaged in melee combat. Torox now is going to be running away, 64 speed. He's trying his best here. It looks like the Brave Shaman has gone down. In the back here, though, some Centaurs are going to come. No, look at this. Don't know how he's managed to catch up, but he is going to be catching up, moving in with the Ungors. Big hits coming down. Those big swings as well. Brass Ball is going to be running. You do not see the Brass Ball running often, but he's still going to be running him. Look at that Doom Ball with the charge bonus, man. He is catching. 64 speed, and we have actually... it's only 48 for Torox in the moment. But we are going to charge in here using the Centaur throwing axes. I think it's done here. I just think there's too much. This was a gorgeous build here from the Beastmen. This was a very, very, very nice build. I have not seen a build like that before. That was awesome. God damn. Round of applause for the green one. Fantastic build. God damn it. Poison Spears as well for the slows. Slows here with the Doom Ball. And obviously trying to use the sniper attempt here for the double Gorgon on Torox. Now, Torox is very, very powerful. 130 armor, 71 melee attack is that good melee defense as well. Roughly about 54, I think. But, god damn, the beasting coming down there from the boys here, from the Harbingers of Disaster. Very interesting. So, Torox here, 260. 1.5k for the Brave Shaman. 240, 300, 144, 200, and 300 here for the Ungor herds. For the Centaurs, we've got 250, 440, 600, and for the throwing axes, 800 and 650. 250, as well as 390 and 240 for the Harpies. 206 and 135 for the Ferromanticores. Really painful as well. Like, you're going to see that this one didn't do anywhere near as much as this Brave Shaman, but what it did do is the fact that it slowed down and just allowed Torox to get sniped. But 500 there for the Brave Shaman, and here for the Gore Ball we got 860, 1.4k for the Doom Ball. That daze is powerful. It is powerful, especially in this mirror. That's really strong. 230 and 355 here for the Gore Shields, with 79, 750 and 340 for the Ungors, 1,038 for the Centaurs, 720 and 216, 1,200 and 1,200 for the Gorgons. Yeah. GG's well played. That was a well thought out build there from Mr. Green One. Torox scared of double giant Torox. Torox came alone against traitors. GG. GG. I feel sad for Ducky there. I've been in that kind of game, and you're running away. Yes. Yeah. So 2 picks and no bans now. I'm gonna steal that build as well, Captain Morgan. That was a strong build, man. That was a strong build. God damn it. Alrighty, let's get that updated then. We're going to get in the screen blocker. And then we're going to bump that up. So, 3-1 now to the big man, Mr. EC Green One. Very exciting. I swear Green One's build could kill any single entity monster goon squad. Yeah, 100%, man. That was a powerful build and legal. Super legal, which is scary to think about. Because not only that, you've got Dissolve and Traitorkin for slows, right, Captellus? You've also got Dazed with the slow, so if you do hit, they're also slow. And then you've then got the Doom Ball for the armor piercing, the Gore Ball for the anti-large and armor piercing, the double anti-large and armor piercing Gorgons as well. God damn it. And these things got 64 speed as well. So, like, they're going to be able to... Like, if you think about it, some heavily armored cavalry has 66 speed. Empire Knights, 66 speed. These things are 64 speed. That would destroy Vampire Counts. That would destroy... Beastmen? No, that would destroy quite a few different factions. Bretonnia could be very strong as well, but potentially. Now, cavalry's a little bit faster. Like heavily armored cav at 75 speed is pretty strong. It's yeah. It looks like some of you, looks like 4 out of 10 of you are not bothered if I play Vermintide later on stream, or don't want it, and then some of you, 6 out of 10 of you want 6 out of 10 if you do want it. Okay. Out of interest, can any of you let me know why? No stress if you don't want to. Or what I could do. Let me try this. Let me try something else. All right. Let's add in some options. Okay, cool. So hopefully that will answer my question a little bit more. So guys, obviously we are going to be moving through to game 5 here. So let's have a look. Yeah, the map is very, very important. We are going to be on... Oh no, that's the wrong one. This one here is Karakbuftar. That's actually... No, sorry, it's Karak Asgal. No, Buftar, sorry. Yeah, Buftar. Alright, so... Everchosen or Lady. So it looks like it's going to be Chaos and Bretonnian. Ooh. Okay, so... So Everchosen or Lady. So he's gone Chaos. So it looks like we don't want the Chaos Mirror here. He is going to go Bretonnia. Alright, let's hop back in with you guys. So, what I've asked here is, and do let me know honestly. Obviously, I can't see who voted on what. So the two no's. So one of them is no because I'd just rather see Total War content instead of Vermintide. And no, I'd rather on YouTube would be because you just rather see all the content on YouTube rather than anything on Twitch at all. So no, I'd rather on YouTube means I would rather you only do all your stuff on YouTube, or like I don't really care if you do it on Twitch or not. No, I'd rather Total Warhammer means you're not interested in that. You'd rather just see some more, like, I could just do, like, a single-player campaign later on Twitch, for example. So you could watch that. Yes, if you just want to see it in general. Yes, because you actually want to see Vermintide. Or yes, because it's just extra content. So you don't care that it's actually Vermintide. You just want the extra content later. And yes would be because, yes, I actually want to see you play Vermintide. So that would hopefully answer it for me. So yes. Well, personally, I prefer Total War Warhammer. I'm not a fan of Twitch, but that's just my opinion. No, do you know what, dude? I totally appreciate your opinion, and Captainus, I totally take that on board, and I actually appreciate your opinion. So thank you for sending that forward. Of course, there's no pressure for you guys to obviously send your opinion, but me knowing that is good. Obviously, you guys aren't bothered by Twitch. I actually like Twitch. I think Twitch is pretty actually user friendly. I don't agree with a lot of stuff that Twitch do personally, but as a gaming platform that is not really a gaming platform, I'm going to use it as another opportunity that doesn't affect my YouTube. If that makes sense. So I can give you guys more content, that means it's not going to impact my YouTube directly. So like, I think of this as quite a big event here with Ducky up against EC. Obviously these guys are playing a little bit more relaxed than Lotus Moon and Alfredino were, or say that Satsuma or Showtime that are going to play in the near future. They're going to go pretty seriously. These guys are going to go hard, but of course they're not going to be over the top. But this is a pretty serious event, and I don't really want YouTube to duck this event if I'm going to, you know, relax and play some not lesser content, but some more relaxed content later on. So at the same time, if you prefer to see it just at a later date on YouTube instead, then of course then I'll play it on YouTube. But otherwise, if you just prefer to see Warhammer 2, I also totally appreciate that. Yeah, that's true. I hope so. The face god will get dumpstered. What's this? Peronia has a ton of archers that could counter it. Yeah, this is true. The poison archers could do good work. Yeah, poison archers could do well there. But if you went wide, like if you did bring in the cavalry, just went lots of wide infantry, maybe you could overwhelm. Maybe. That's at least two getting ready. Character Book Die will be the next one. But yeah, no, it's interesting to know what you guys think. You know, obviously I want to try and progress as much as I can for you guys. Give you guys as much content and as much of my time as I can. On YouTube here, I'm looking to obviously grow towards 1,000 subscribers. So of course, if you guys are enjoying this, do subscribe. It really helps. There's no pressure to subscribe, but if you do, know you are helping the process of me grow as a content creator. And you know, you'll be seeing me more often. I'll be able to prioritize and step down from other things. I do other jobs, I do other work, I have other current priorities that I have to fulfill, sadly. Could I see myself doing this for a very long time? Yes, that is the plan. But of course, you know, you have to get there. But of course, that is part of the process as well, you know. And if you're not sure if you want to subscribe to me just yet, of course, go watch some other content. And then if you like it, then of course subscribe. If you don't, then no pressure. I appreciate you guys watching the videos or the live streams or whatever it is regardless. There is absolutely no pressure for you guys to subscribe. But of course, you know, if you do want to support me, subscribing, liking, joining my other social media platforms as well, that's very handy as well. Also, it means also I can then start pulling in from two different places, right? So if I'm pulling in from Twitch and I'm also pulling in from YouTube, that's also more income for me, which means I can support myself and then put more time into my content. I can put more of myself into what I do, put more leagues on, more tournaments, more best of sevens, and then, you know, maybe I've got a platform here where I'm doing more streams on Twitch and then I'm doing all content here. Like YouTube in specific is going to stay pretty much towards Total War Warhammer 2 and then moving into Total Warhammer 3 in the next year. So that's going to be staying on that. Twitch is going to be that element where I can go and do something a little bit different. Maybe do a little bit more single player on the Warhammer, or maybe do a little bit more Vermintide, or maybe you guys want to see me play a little bit of FPS games. I know I'm a competitive first-person shooter. That's what I do. That's what I'm good at. That's what I've always been good at. I've actually never played real-time strategy before. I've done like 7 months of real-time strategy. That's all I've ever done in my life. I've actually didn't have a computer before. I've never had a computer. So, yeah, it's a learning process for me as well. Mr. Undead, how are we, my friend? Well, listen, what have you missed? You have missed a lot, my guy. We are going to be on Game 5 right here between the green one and Arubberduckofwar. Going to be 3-1 up so far for the green one. Mr. Artisan Tech Priest, how are you, friend? And what we're doing here, Game 5, it is going to be the Chaos up against the Bretonnians. And what have you missed? You have missed a Norsca mirror, you have missed a Beastmen mirror, and then you have missed 2 other excellent games that you need to go back and watch, my friend. How many subs do you need to get access for early access? I would need somewhere between 800 and 1,000. So the old record was 800, Captain. And then the new one apparently has been bumped up to 1,000. But within that range, they are going to be lenient, I'm sure. They are going to be lenient. And of course, if I have early access, I'll be sharing everything I can with you guys as much as possible, as often as I possibly can. And whether that's going to be on Twitch, so I get some extra content out as well. You know, when it comes down to Warhammer 3, I'm going to be doing a couple of videos a day, plus some live streaming on Twitch. You know, I want to give you guys as much as I possibly can. But Dragon Ogre here with the Terror, Anti-Large and Armor Piercing, the big bad boy here in the back. I love these guys, man. They do have some really cool units here. Chaos Marauder, great weapons in the front. Some more Chaos Marauders. Missing on the Chaos Marauder front line. Great weapon Marauders as well. So we are going to be having the triple Warhounds and Poisons. There's like a Death Carter here in the back as well. Looks like the Purple Sun is Exorus, Spirit Leech, Life Leeching, and Evasion. The Scroll of Shielding as well. And Kolix Caesar with the Star Crusher, Stand or Die, Lord of the Storm, and Foe Seeker. We are going to be having the Chaos Warriors with great weapons in the back, armor piercing, good armor, and they're going to be protecting here up against the Soul of Damnation with that Boom, Blood, and a Soul Devourer. Is going to be unbreakable with that bucket load of armor piercing. Very good stuff indeed here. And for the Bretonnians, we are going to be seeing, oh my god, I love it, I love it, I already love it. Henri Le Massive, he will be here with the Terror, with his bonus as large, anti-large, and he's going to be on, it's the same as Bequeath, I think, it's the same as Bequeath. They're going to be on Royal Hippogriffs, I believe. And it's just a Lord. He didn't even bring the lady. How can you not bring the lady, but you can bring Henri Le Massive? I don't understand. I don't understand. And he didn't even bring Guardian. I don't get it. But never mind, we are going to be having 4 peasant mobs in the front, mixing in with the peasant pox arrows here in the pocket. That's normal peasants as well, peasants, and some more peasants pox. Minute arm pole arms here for the armor piercing and anti-large in the middle pocket. And in the back, we are going to have the Knights Errands, Questing Knights, Knights of the Realm, and Questing Knights as well for the armor piercing. Another units of Knights Errands for the anti-infantry. Looking pretty good here. We are going to have the Damsel of Life in the middle with the Dwellers below and Earthblood. No Life Bloom present. Very interesting. Yeah, it should be pretty good here. I think this is going to be it's going to be difficult for the Chaos, I think. Love this returning build. What do you think of some of the pronunciations, Pantelanard? Am I really getting in there with Bequeath? Am I getting the real French? Are you getting the real French logic feel right now? Is it coming out of me, or is it just is it complete nothing? What is it? What is it? Double heroes. I know, man, but listen. And maybe the Bretonnian main here, Pantelanard, can agree. How can you take Henri Le Massive, but you cannot take the lady? You're taking a normal lord. I don't understand. Why is the lady not here? Why is she not here? You're a bit jealous. Why are you a bit jealous? What's up, Mr. Pantelanard? You tell me. What's going on? Talk to me. Logic's here. What do you need? But yes, yeah, 329 more subscriptions. I think it should be 328 now, I think, actually. I think someone actually subscribed, so thank you for that. Yeah, well, yeah, 328, so thank you very much for that subscription, whoever that may be. I do appreciate every single subscription. I actually, every single time I see one, I just smile. Because, you know, obviously it's a goal of mine, and it's lovely to see all you people and the community that has been made. I think the name's a joke that's supposed to surround, like, Beaky. The double Ippo. It's tasty. So one's armor piercing, one's anti-large armor piercing, And actually, I think Henri Le Massive is the only foot character, when he's on foot, actually counts as a large entity. Because it's Henri Le Massive, of course. Papa Logic has all your Warhammer needs covered. Exactly. All your Warhammer needs are here, ladies and gentlemen. So in the back here, we are going to have the Chaos Marauders' great weapons. They'll do some pretty good punch up against the boys in the sky. Doggo's coming out here with the poison. They certainly don't want to get caught here on the flanks. That Lord is going to be moving over to the left-hand side. Now, there is going to be no skirmish cavalry, so there's nothing here to really punish the two in the sky. They could certainly try and see if they can snipe out the weapons teams. As you can see, taking out the Pox arrows is going to be very key. One shot here on each will actually do some good destruction here. So we're going to be traveling, no, in the front line, so we're going to be coming to hit here. That's a nice hit in the middle. Pox arrows really do not have much leadership there. 45 leadership, nice hit there in the middle. Should be negative 10 from artillery. Damage sustained pretty strong, and also discouraged by artillery. I didn't know it had discourage. No way. It doesn't say it has discourage, but apparently discourage is the thing. I know that's a glitch, but it caused discourage. Would you believe it? Yeah, just discouraged by ability. I don't know. Not seen that before. I think that's a bit of a glitch, but there we go. You find something out new every day. We'll search on the front, and those peasant archers are getting absolutely decimated here. I like to see it. The Bretonians are going down. In the backside here, we can see the Knights Errants. Now they'll certainly beat the living daylights out of the Chaos Warhound Poisons, but here that's why we had the Dragon Ogres, and we have Kolek, the Sun Eater. In the front here, we are going to be chasing that damsel. She's going to be running away here up against the double Hippo Knights. But in the back here, we are going to have the Knights of the Realm charging into the side here, just absolutely spearing the living daylights out of these Chaos Marauders. Lovely stuff. On the front side here, we can see some peasant mobs getting broken here by the Chaos Marauders. The bad boys are moving forward here to try and see if they can reach and bring the doom here to the Lord on Henri Le Massive. We are going to be having the damsel back. Archers are back online. They are going to be wavering hard. 2 leadership there. 1 leadership here, but 1 has stabilized. 2 coming in the back here. Stopping them from getting too active here in the front line is going to be very key. We are lagging here quite a bit. Do apologize about that. Adries, how are we doing? I haven't seen you on Warhammer in a bit, my friend. Don't see you in Warhammer in a bit. Don't scare me like that. So in the front line here, we can see that the boys are going to town here on top of the Lord and Henri. So they're going to be both trying to double snipe here as well. Purple Son of Zexra is going to be doing some great deletion on the Knights of the Realm. Lovely work there. Now, of course, the caster is in this direction, so the first movement is away from the caster. Some good damage, but it looks like here we are going to be breaking the moving. And now we have Kolek here with Star Crusher, Stand or Die, and Focus Seeker coming down to meet and bring the demise of the Lord. Big shots here in the front. Going to be hitting straight into the Peasant Bowman Pox arrows. You can see the men-at-arms here in the back coming in with their little pokers. I'm going to be poking the backside here of the giant Dragon Ogre Shaggoths. I'd see a shot actually coming into this pocket and deleting some of the men-at-arm pole arms. That would be very nice. As we can see, it looks like the Lord is going to run away. Big thumps here coming into Henri. Charges here from the cavalry. I think this is going to be a Bretonian win. I don't know if there is enough here to deal with all the flyers and all the cav. In the middle here, it looks like we have the Questing Knights, and there is not a lot to take on these Questing Knights. Anti-infantry and armor piercing are very strong indeed, but they're going to do very well here in the middle pocket. Looks like we have lost the Dragon Ogre. He's certainly going to get assisted off the battlefield here by the Knights Errants. Big charge there from the Horseman of the Death Caster. Peasant mobs just vibing in the middle, but it's like here we have some Chaos Marauders coming forward here to try and meet and bring them to their doom. Charges here in the front line as they are going to be thumping straight up against each other. Sweaty peasants here up against the very heroic Chaos Marauders. Poison Boys flying in here. The Warhounds coming in to try and see if they can catch. They're not. Or they might catch here. They are going to be catching the boys here. Henri, Spirit Leech going down. Big hit in the backside from Codex Sun Eater. The Scroll of Shielding going down for him to really aid in that damage resistance. In the front line, charges here from the Questing Knights. Really good sandwich from both sides here up against that Marauder frontline infantry. In the front here, we can see that Henri is going to be breaking. He's going to be wavering, but he does stabilize. Very heavily damaged here in the front line. The big boy himself coming thumping up against that Lord. He has only 34 melee defense here as well. The bad boy here, the Dragon Ogre Shaggoth, is going to be running, but we needed to keep that pressure on here with the Lord. We do have the poison arrows firing in, and there's lots firing now at this point. We can see in the backside here, we have now broken down the Soul of Damnation. I don't know where those Chaos Marauders went, so the Chaos Chaos Warriors Great Weapons moved into the front. Looks like here we are going to be slamming in the back with Kolek, trying to get them off of the Unbreakable Artillery crew. Now, as long as they got 4 models, they should be able to fire. 4 models should do well. They have 5 models, so they should be able to get back on the cannon. They should be able to start firing here. Now, they just start firing into this pocket of arrows. This pocket of arrows is going to be dangerous. It is going to be painful. But oh my god, we need to screen here. We need to screen for this bad boy. Well, can we push across? Oh, he's going to get away. He's going to get away. He didn't want to get involved there. This is a super close game. Ducky has really kept this game going. Very strong from him indeed. As you can see in the back here, the questing knights are going to be doing pretty strong. These ones are broken, but not too sure where they're going. More knights here in the middle are broken from the Knights of the Realm. They have been terrified. The lines are getting remade here by the Bretonians. We are going to be firing into the pockets, trying to smash into the backside here of Kolek Sun Eater. We now need to move in with those Chaos Warhammer poisons, try and see if we can do the damage here of the Chaos. 3 models left. That will not be enough left here to fire that cannon, unfortunately, here in the front line. But here we can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 units. 5 units of the bowmen left out of 6. We are going to be having 2 units of the pox and 3 of the normals left online. In the back, we are going to be chasing off the Knight's Errand. We are going to have Spirit Leech in the sky for the Lord. She's taking some pretty big damage. Now, can we snipe the Damsel alive? We snipe the Damsel alive. I think we can win here as the Chaos. I think Kolek needs to come forward, try and see if we can just wrap up this Damsel, really take her to town and try and finish her off. Kolek's going to be moving the back. I think this Damsel needs to go. But in come the Warhound Poisons. They're going to be clearing up. She's going to be left out. This could be a ginormous mistake here from the boy. The green one has left the caster out. She's going to be getting wrecked. It looks like it's going to be a charge here from the Knights. Both the Knights are very weak. Ducky is going to back away. Damage does come in. Flying in here from the Lord as well. He's going to be pretty fast. I think 90 speed. Oh, 100 speed. God damn it. Yeah, 100 speed charging down there. Pretty good stuff. Question Knight still strong. 26 models. So they are going to be thumping here into the Great Weapon Marauders. Now, they're going to have a good thump in as well. Charge on charge here. Looks like the Chaos Sorcerer of Death going to be trying to get in to do that dirty work as well. Nice Spirit Leech here could take out quite a few models. But of course, here you also want to save some Spirit Leeches here for the big Lords. In the back, looks like Lord of the Storm is going to go down. I don't think we're going to quite. No, I think it was cancelled there. Shots there just grazing a couple of models of the men-at-arm pole arms. In the front, though, the peasant mobs are pushing forward. Unfortunately, here, we are still firing. Oh, I didn't think we could fire with so few models. I didn't think we could fire. Maybe 3 is minimum then. I thought it was 4, but it looks like, yeah, peasant mobs are moving in. So you are beginning losing that Soul of Damnations. Balance of Power is going to be putting into the Chaos here for the first time. And it is looking scary. Let's go, Kolek. Let's go. Oh, big hit here. Going downtown on top of the Lord. Stand your ground as well. Give it a 58 melee defense. But the man who doesn't care, Kolek Sun Eater, smashing straight into the damage as well. She got thumped. She's getting thumped again and again and again. She's been terrified. No healing. Turning around. Crown of Command going to be keeping that Lord going. Big punch to the face by that hammer. Kolek cares for no living man. The Lord goes down. That is Balance of Power. GG's well played to Arubberduckofwar with a ginormous win. God damn it, man. I did not think he had it there. I did not think he had it. I thought the Knights were going to overwhelm. I thought the cannon was going down. I thought it was falling out around the sides. I don't know, man. That was a performance. I saw the Dragon Ogre Shaggoth going down. I mean, 1.4k is still impressive, but this thing was getting dumpstered here by the man, the myth, the legend, and damn, well played. 3,355 damage value for Kolek Sun Eater. Let's go. 926 for the Chaos Sorcerer of Death. 300, 277, 160, and 460 here for the Chaos Marauders. For the Great Weapons as well, 494, 550 as well with 495 from the Chaos Warriors. 806, 510, and 203 for the Warhound Poisons, with, of course, 1.4 here for the Dragon Ogre Shaggoth, and 275 kills, 1,947 damage value here for the Soul of Damnation. God damn. 1,000 here for the Lord, with 240 here for the Damsel of Life, 1,035 for Henri Le Massive, with 150, 160, 33, and 80 here for the Peasant Mobs. Very good performance there, costing at 100 apiece. In the front line, 455, 200, 190 there for the Men-at-Arm Polearms, 340, 260, 118, 440, 240 here for the Peasant Bowmen. Yeah, doing pretty well overall. So it looks like we got the The best damage came here on a normal unit of the Peasant Bowmen. Of course, here the Pox Arrows were getting focused pretty heavily. And for the Cavalry here, we got the Questing Knights in at 880 and 730. From the Knights Errands, we got 790 and 590. And for the Knights of the Realm, we got 640. GG's well played. God damn it. Damn, man, that was a good game. That was a good game. I thought Britannia had that game well played. Yeah, damn, man. Yeah, god damn, what a game. What a game. What a game. I might even have to save that game. You know, that was a cheeky game. That was a cheeky game. Anyway, let's update that scoreboard very quickly. We'll get the faction picker up. And let's go down here and we'll mix up with the scoreboard. So it's going to be 3-2 here to the green one. So we are going to be going into game 6. We've gone pretty far here for the boys. The boys have done well. The boys have done very well. Very well. I'm back in just a minute. No problem. No problem, no problem, no problem. So, looks like I'm going to be picking a banning here pretty soon. Very nice indeed. So let's have to double check who's been what now. So we're getting pretty far here into the competition. So we had the green one. He had Norska. And Ducky had Norska. We then had... We'll write these down as they're going, right? So we had Britannia. We've had Chaos. Warriors of Chaos. We've had Wood Elves and Ducky. We've also had... it was Wood Elves against Lizard Men. And then we had Lizard Men against... who did Ducky's Lizard Men play against? Oh, Dark Elves, yes. Dark Elves, yes. And then we also had Beastmen Mirror Match, yes. Perfect, so from the green one so far, we've had Norska, Bretonnia, Lizardmen, Dark Elves, and Beastmen. So we've had pretty much from him 3 out of the top 5. And from Ducky, we've had Norska, Warriors of Chaos, Wood Elves, Lizardmen, Beastmen. So we've had 3 from him as well. Okay. Now, I do know that the green one can use green skins. Ducky can as well. It's not a big one from him, but he does like him. He does like. What's people's thoughts on Total War in the Lord of the Rings settings? Now, I believe that has been tried previously. I don't believe it was successful. I believe Warhammer did try to go for that, as far as I'm aware. I don't believe it was successful, as far as I'm aware. I imagine it's in the works, because I think if they were to bring out like for this starter game in fantasy, if they were to bring out a Total War Lord of the Rings, I think it would probably be by far the most successful Total War we've ever seen, by far. They made a mod of it in. They made a Lord of the Rings mod in. Was it Medieval 2? I think, and I think it was the most played. I think the mod was the most played game. So even if you had the base game against the mod was the most played game ever in Total War history, I think. Which is crazy when you think about it. It's crazy. They also did a Game of Thrones version that was really fun. That was really cool. The Game of Thrones version was pretty fun as well. I saw Ducky play that. Yeah, so quite a few fun ones that people have done in the past. But if they did a full, like, Lord of the Rings, like 1 to 3 in it, that would be insane. Yeah, 100%, man, 100%. Would be cool, but honestly, I think it's really similar to Warhammer, so I don't know if it would be that different. It probably wouldn't be, but I think it would just be more popular because people know Lord of the Rings better. Also, there'd be like different monsters. I assume there would be magic and all these sorts of things. They could take a lot from what they've already got from Warhammer, but like when Warhammer 3 comes out and how expansive Warhammer 3 is going to be, could it really compete? I don't know. I don't know. I think probably not. Sorry. Yes, apologies. Yes, the map. I always forget about the map. I don't know why. Schwarzhafen. There's the map. Let's move in here. Schwarzhafen. CJ, you've come back. Welcome, welcome. How is Torino's stream going? Yeah, imagine if you could be a faction that was like Gollum. Straffordini. Yeah, I think Gollum with a faction would be super fun. Similar fantasy settings, but different lore. Exactly. I think it would be fun. I think it would actually be more successful than probably Total Warhammer 2. But I think Warhammer 3 would be more successful than Lord of the Rings. Actually, I don't know. I think Warhammer is so popular. Yeah, I think it would be. I think it'd be really good. I'd be super stoked about that. I'll be honest. I would be super stoked. Do I ever see it happening? Probably not. But it would be cool. I mean, I would buy it. I'd be down. 100%. I'd be down. That's without a shadow of a doubt. So it looks like here we have. So out of the 10 of you that have voted, so of course, guys, you are on as well. I've offered a stream later of Vermintide on Twitch. The majority of you, it's only 10 votes, of course, for you guys that are here online. Yes, because it's extra content. So a lot of you just would like to see it because it's more content from me. Yes, because you want to see it. It's 30% of you. 20%, no, I'd rather see Warhammer 2, which is totally fine. I totally respect that. And no, because I'd just rather see it on YouTube. So the no would mean I would not like to see it on Twitch. I'd just rather see it on YouTube, but I'd still rather see it. It's kind of my idea. No just means no. I'm not interested in seeing Vermintide, which is also fine. It's also fine. Because I know a few of you guys have asked me to play like some Call of Duty, and a few of you guys have asked me to play some Apex Legends and just watch me play some FPS games. I'll think about it. It's not really where I want to go, and at the moment, the first-person shooter games in the current gaming scene are not good. They are not good. They are not doing well right now. Let's put it that way. So yeah, I think currently I will probably then look to maybe do a bit of Vermintide later, perhaps, maybe. Or if not, if I don't stream it, then I'll be in VC streaming it there. So I'll be in my voice chat in Discord streaming it. So you guys can come hang out, chat, chill, talk, have some fun, grab a beer, grab some snacks, come get involved, play some games, and have a laugh either way. So either way, I'll be probably sharing it in some fashion or something, I'm sure. Alright, so it looks like here we are going to be having... I will pick Tomb Kings, ban Dark Elves. Oh, pick Tomb Kings and Dark Elves. Alright, so it looks like Wood Elves here for the green one. Okay, so this is going to be Tomb Kings. Yeah, so this is a pretty decent matchup. Give me 1 second. Alrighty, we're back. Yeah, it's a pretty decent matchup, I think. I think that this matchup's 50-50. I actually think that in general, I'm not sure that everybody agrees with me, but I think in general, Tomb Kings do pretty well against all elves, I think. Today I simp for fantasy content. Yeah, fair enough. I simp for fantasy content, period. I love fantasy content. Just, yeah, in general. What about 40k though? Does 40k interest you guys? Are you guys interested in the whole 40k side of things? By the way, anyone know why Sauron was always in the eye form throughout Lord of the Rings? I don't know much about Sauron's lore. I think that Sauron was... I don't think Sauron was the eye in the book, right? I'm pretty sure. Undead is happy that we got TK, indeed. Ducky's a pretty decent TK player, I must admit. Sauron, I think, is just in the eye for the books. But essentially, I think the lore of it is that Sauron is tied to the ring. So as long as the ring always survives, it's like in Harry Potter with the Horcrux. If you've seen Harry Potter, like Voldemort attaches himself. Spoiler alert, by the way. If you guys haven't seen the ending of Harry Potter, mute your stream. Might be revealing too much here. But of course, with Harry Potter, when he attaches his soul to certain objects, he can never die whilst his soul is within that object. It's the same with Sauron, right? His life is attached to the ring. So as long as the ring is alive, he can be alive in any shape or form. I believe, CJ. I believe that's the reason. So obviously, when they destroy the ring at the end, that's why it all explodes, and that massive tower of the eye just implodes and destroys all the orcs, as far as I'm aware. I'm sure there's more to it. I'm sure there's more in depth. My actual in-depth knowledge of Lord of the Rings is decent, but it's not insane. It's not insane. The dead are coming for you. Did you see Ash Evil Dead? Oh, I don't know. Well, come to me. Let's go. So Schwarzhafen, or Schwarzhafen, however you want to pronounce that. Hopefully not as badly as me, eh? Hopefully not as badly as me. But yeah, guys, don't forget to vote on the don't forget to vote there on the poll, just so I can know what you guys want to see maybe a little bit later on. Of course, Turin won't be streaming then, so hopefully it'll be a little bit different for you guys. Or maybe the First Age. I'm not good with times. The First Age of what? Undead? Sorry. If you guys let me know what you want, because also if you guys do vote enough, let's say you would rather see Total Warhammer, then if, like, for example, if no, because I'd rather see Total Warhammer 2, like, would you prefer to see... say me playing some ladder? Would you prefer to see me playing some single player? Would you prefer to see me doing just something else in general? You know, what would you prefer to see? You know, what would you like? You know, if I was going to throw on some extra content today, what do you want? What do you want from me? Let's go, baby. Alright, so game 6 between the green one and Arubberduckofwar here. We are going to be having in the front line for the Tomb Kings. We are going to have the Eyes of the Desert, the ROR Steptool Stalkers, here with their poison and armor-piercing missile strength, anti-large and bonus first large with the armor-piercing halberds. And of course here they are going to count as constructs, so you can heal them here with necrotex. Also, we are going to have a big bad bone giant here in the middle. Another construct is just a lovely piece. I like the bone giant. Oh, he's gone over here. Nope. He's here. Okay. So Ducky's decided to go here then. So the Bone Giant, 625 anti-large bonus versus large armor-piercing shots. In the front, we are going to have some Spearmen. And looks like here we have a Tomb Prince, Necrotect, and etc. So we are going to go with the triple threat. So here we'll have the Tomb Prince here with the Guardian, as well as the Curse of Jaff, Tomb Strike, and Blade of Scepter, or Blade of Sept. With the Restore, the Vambraces Under the Sun, with also looks like the Stone Sharper, and the Wrath of the Creator. And in the middle here, we are also going to be having etc. the Imperishable. Here with the Breastplate of Petra, the Wrath of Petra, the Incantation of Desiccation, the Incantation of Protection, Incantation of the Cursed Blades, Unyielding Will, the Restless Dead, and also the Curse. Yes, very interesting indeed. Oh, I would love to see some Dark Souls someday. I've never played Dark Souls. Are you thinking about me playing some Dark Souls someday, Crimble? Still one of the greatest games in my opinion. I actually don't know much about Dark Souls apart from it's just really, really tough. Alright, so in the back here we are going to be having the Glade Rider Spears, Wild Riders, oh no, Great Stag Knights as well, so sorry, Wild Riders, Great Stag Knights, Wild Riders, and some more Glade Riders. In the back, the Spellsinger with Earthblood, and that looks like Shield of Thorns, and Life Bloom. In the sky, we are going to be having the Sisters of Twilight here on an Eagle, of course, and in the front here, triple Waywatchers. Pretty standard stuff. It's going to be a kite for days, but we have a Bone Giant. We have a Bone Giant. Man, Arrows of Karnas really wrecked Chariots in this matchup. I don't know if they're worth it. They really can. Also, the Sisters as well, a good deletion against Chariots as well. They are very strong. It's a tough one. Yes, I love to see others play this game. So much to learn from new players because there are so many ways to play it. Oh, fair enough. Well, that's good to know, Cruel. That's good to know. Good luck, have fun. Let's go to old Egyptian vibes. Yes, sir. So obviously these are going to be installed here with the Waywatchers, but when they do shoot, they will become available. And then here with the Bone Giant, we'll be able to whack quite a few models of these Waywatchers. I believe they're loose formation. Let's have a little look. Not really. They're not really that loose. So quite a few will get hit there for the shots. Guess that is part of the problem with Elves. Yeah, trying to shoot the Sisters is going to be a problem. Waywatchers is going to get caught pretty quickly here. Shots in the front. The anti-infantry poison shots here from the Sisters. I'd rather like to see some of the armor sundering shots here on the Bone Giant, perhaps. Waywatch is going to be moving around to the left flank. There we go. Armor sundering shots, yeah, moving into the Bone Giant. That's some nice shots there. Some nice shots coming in, and looks like they are available now. Waywatch is going to be side on. Big Bone Giant shots over here. Lovely. I actually wouldn't mind moving in with the Eyes of the Desert either. So there's a shot there. Looks like we are going to kill 3 models of the Waywatchers. Of course, if we kill models, we can't get too much healing here from the Spellsinger of Life. What you want to do here is try and kill as many of the models here of the Waywatchers as possible. You need to get these triple chariots over. Those triple chariots need to go. And they need to go do some big stuff. In fact, I just looked up 4 different hardest games out there. This Dark Souls is #1 in all 4. Yeah, that doesn't surprise me. I hear lots of good things about Dark Souls. Big shots there going into the Waywatchers as well. That's some lovely shots there. It's going to be down by 6 models so far on one of those units. That's going to be 6 lots of ammunition down the toilet. Shots there going into the Eyes of the Desert. Eyes of the Desert is going to get wrecked here by the Waywatchers. Oh, nice shots. 10 models down now. We can see in the front here, though, Eyes of the Desert, the Skeptical Stalkers, still going pretty strong. They've got some pretty big hitboxes, though, is the problem. And even if we delete all of the range, we've got all this cavalry to deal with as well. So, but we have lots of spears. Should do pretty well. I don't think we see the ROR here. No, we don't. So just lots of spears and 2 of the warriors. In the back here, we are going to see the chariots just moving around, doing their business, doing what they got to do. Sisters have a tremendous amount of ammunition. Yeah, 13 still left online. They'll do some great damage there with that. Firing into the front line of the Tomb Guard. Oh, we have Tomb Guard. I didn't even know we had two. Oh, we have 2 Tomb Guard. Huh. I would not have expected Tomb Guard. So it looks like we're going to be hidden again here with the Way Watchers. Bone Giant's trying to get forward to see what he can shoot. I imagine Ducky's thinking he's dropping back over here. Now they're firing, so now they can be seen. Shots here in the front. Pretty good damage on the Bone Giant. Bone Giant will fire back, though. Dragging out that nice big arrow. He's going to be firing down line. Oh, that looked like a good hit. No, I only killed 1 model. Stalkers are available. They're going to be shooting in the sky here. Hitting some pretty good stuff here on the Sisters. They are going to have Conjoined Destiny. Conjoined Destiny is a little bit bugged as far as I remember. It doesn't particularly work too well all the time. Maybe it's not 100%. I don't know if it's a 100% chance of getting healed. Well, looks like it is, but it doesn't always work. You have to below 10% health, I believe, or 20% health now, I think. Big hits going down on the Spellsinger of Life. You have to be careful there. She is getting decimated there in the middle. Green 1 realizes at the very last moment. Tomb Guard getting absolutely volleyed upon here by the double Way Watchers. Bone Giant could do turning and burning here and trying to hit some of the Way Watchers if at all possible. This is going to be a long, tough game. You have to keep your focus up at all times. You make sure you have to have your head switched on and ready to shoot into all these models. Nice hit there into the Wild Riders. Killing 2 models already. 2 models there on the floor. Sketchwell Stalker's going to be holding strong. 80 range for them, so they do have to be careful. This is lovely positioning. Now, you are going to have the Singer here behind the rock, so of course it can't be shot. Big hit in the front up against the Wild Riders with shields, though. Those shields are not going to help against the artillery shots of the Bone Giant. Restore, giving the nice healing there in the backside. Big hit there going down on Cetra the Imperishable. Shots in the front here from the Sketchwell Stalkers, but they're getting shot as well. Very hard here by the Way Watchers. This is a tough matchup here for Ducky, I think. Double Bone Giant could do well. But as you can see in the front here, we can see Cetra's just taking a big pounding from the Sisters. Stalkers are moving back. Yeah, and so it's the Sisters. They're just way too fast. 110 speed, just nothing's going to catch them. Bone Giant's going to move and return. This is going to be a very tough battle for Ducky. Shots in the front here coming into the Skeleton Spearman. We have lots of ammunition left online, a bucket load of armor piercing, and just cav in every orifice here, unfortunately. Yep, shots on the flanks here of the Tomb Guard. Skeptical Stalker's moving. They might be able to catch out here. So it's like an initial shot going down. Nice ducking and weaving there from those fire models. Yeah, good stuff there up against the Way Watchers. They're just going to keep moving, keep going strong. The cav was just fainting and moving in. You now need to try and see if you can move here. Yeah, so good. We are wasting some ammunition here in the pocket as well. Oh my god, that was so much damage. That was so much damage. That hurt me. That hurt how much damage that was. Yeah, I need to keep that healing going down. Probably also want to just cut. Oh, that chariot's getting deleted. Bone Giant, what are we shooting into here? Could be shooting the cavalry here in the back. The Glade Rider's getting hit pretty hard. Spellsinger's kind of just standing still, but she's going to be healing in the backside here, healing in the Wild Riders with shields overcasted and healing herself. We are running low on the ammunition here from the Bone Giant. 6 ammunition left. And then we're just going to get pulled apart, I think. Big shots here on Cetra. Armor piercing and armor sundering shots for the Sisters of Twilight. Hit's actually going to connect here with the Tomb Prince rather than the man, the myth, the Cetra. The man who does not serve. How you doing, Mr. Trash? How you doing? Here we can see the Eyes of the Desert moving forward a little bit. Hey, Revolutionary Felix. Haven't seen you in a while, Felix. Hope you're doing well. In the middle here, we can see Weight Watchers is going to be kiting still yet again against this front line. Charges here from the Great Stag Knights into the Spearmen. And then shots here just volleying into the Skeptical Stalkers. Dougie here at this point is getting pulled apart a little bit. You can see the Bone Giant is going to be shooting into the Sisters. They don't really care. There was a miss there, actually. Bone Giants are not known as the most accurate. Maybe a fire here up against the Weight Watchers might be quite decent. Balance of Power is going to be pulling into the Wood Elf favour. I really don't think there's much the Tomb King can do here. Ducky is a very, very, very good player. I still think he is going to struggle here. He's pulled apart this army very well, the green one as well. You've got units all over the place. They kind of just come back to the middle and try and see if they can help. Incantation of Protection, that's going to go down. A little bit of added healing as well, coming in from the passive. That's the only way for Tomb Kings to heal themselves. And of course, you kind of need to get rid of this caster. You need to get rid of this caster if you want to win, I think. So we are going to fire down line. Looks like we are going to be going after the Knights. Yeah, big hit there into the Knights. The Wild Riders are going to get smashed pretty hard here. One model, 16 models left. And here we go. Triple Threat are now going to be hitting into the Weight Watchers. I think this needed to happen earlier on, I think. But, of course, it's easier said than done. The micro is hard. Of course, you're going to be countering the Wild Riders as well. It is not easy. It is not easy. Sisters coming over. They're going to be shooting now. These guys are pinned in place. They're certainly going to be hitting here up against Cetra the Imperishable. Cetra's moving around very well. Ducky's done this very well here. He's played nicely. You can see the Wild Riders are going to be losing to Skeptical Stalkers. Shots here, double Weight Watchers in the back are going to be doing some nice work. And so the Bone Giant here has run out of ammunition. Looks like we have broken the Weight Watchers in the back. We're going to clean up crew here. Don't want to heal them. Do not want them to come back either. So some nice work there in the middle. Sisters are going to run out of ammunition soon as well. So it looks like here some good damage up against Cetra the Imperishable. We need to wait for that summon as well. So of course here we are pinned in with the Great Stag Knights. Great Stag Knights are going to be running away. But the next time they charge in, you want to get that summon you do get from Tomb Kings. You want to get that in the back and try and see if you can pin them in and get some pretty good damage there. A lot of the cavalry is going to be failing at this point. Skeptical Stalkers down to 4 models, negative 15 leadership, so they will be crumbling over time. Shots are really coming in up against Cetra. We have 2 shots left here from the Sisters. We are finishing off these Weight Watchers. We are going to be taking the Necrotect in that direction. Look at the way that bends. Cetra just, he can't run here, I don't think. Cetra is just getting smashed in the face at this point. Apparently still 2 shots left. I think that was a bit of a miss there. Cetra now down to 1 shot. But the thing is, Sister's down to 1 shot, but Cetra is down to 1,000 health. He's going to be trying to heal here, Incantation of Protection, trying to aid in that resistance. I think at this point, just spamming spells is better. I know obviously in the long term, you're going to want that protection, you're going to want those spells, but you need to heal Cetra at this point. Cetra needs to get healed, otherwise he could go down, 995 health. Still down to apparently 1 shot with the Sisters, but I've seen them fire like 4 or 5 shots in 1 shot, quotation mark. Double shots coming out there. And there we go. That is her out of ammunition, but of course Cetra is absolutely boned at this point. Now, we do have some ammunition left for the Weight Watchers. They'll finish off Cetra in no time, but can the rest of those Tomb Kings build, can they clean up crew? I don't know. Could get a downhill charge here on the Wild Riders. We are going to charge in here using... Ooh, he's going to get caught out. He's going to get gooned is the question. The Necrotech is going to be fighting. Tomb Prince is going to come in as well for the aid. He's going to get that physical resistance. Nice charge on the Sisters. Both of them are now going to fight. Incantation of Protection going down. Fire and volleys here and behind from the Weight Watchers as well. Looks like Tomb Strike as well has been activated. Cetra is struggling. 230 health for him. The Sisters got hit pretty hard. The Blade of Scepter going down for the negative armor and physical resistance. Now we have the Wild Riders trying to fight to try and snipe out that Necrotect. Might want to heal the Bone Giant if we haven't used the second restore yet. Cetra has gone down. It's going to be negative leadership. That's going to push balance of power pretty heavily here in the green one's favour. Wood Elves have lots of ammunition left here for the Weight Watchers. That's enough ammunition to finish off both the heroes comfortably. 9 left here and 11, yeah. I just, oh, and we got these Weight Watchers back as well. Yeah, I don't know what we can do. If I'm truthfully honest, I don't know what we can do as Ducky. This is a really unfortunate game. Really unfortunate. He's just going to sit in the trees, I think. Looks like he is going to move away. Necrotech going to come around the side. That Necrotech is going to stay. Negative 2 leadership. He's in and out of stabilizing. We can't cast it. We can't get any healing. It looks like the Sisters are going to try and see if they can snipe and get some damage here. That could not pay off here. We could get a big hit. No, looks like he's going to be too slow to turn and burn. 400 weapon strength, though, for him. Could allow a good, nice slap on the Sisters. Looks like that's not going to be the case. Healing's still available here from the Spellslinger of Life. We still have single entity models lying around. Necrotech, 650 health. We have 3,400 for the Tomb Prince. Charging the front line here up against the Skeleton Spears. Skeleton Spears immediately going to go into negative 30 leadership in the front line. So the Tomb Prince is going to come forward, and so is the Bone Giant, but they'll pull out before anything can happen. It's tough. This is a tough watch, I think. Because I want there to be a way for the Tomb Kings. Oh, my apologies. I want there to be a way for the Tomb Kings to get back into this. I can't see one. I can't see a way for them back in. Tomb Prince can try. They can try and shut down the Weight Watchers, but of course then they'll just pick apart your front line. And if you leave your front line, you can't lose your front line here, because then you lose the cycle charge potential of the Necrotechs and the Tomb Prince. Bone Giant coming in the back. Weight Watchers still lots of ammunition here on the side. That's a tough one here. Skeleton Spears in the front line. They're going to be doing some work, but of course here, the healing in the pocket as well. Yeah, they'll out-heal the damage the Skeleton Spears can do. They have such low melee attack. 40 melee attack. It's just they're not going to hit anything here. They'll have low 8% roll hits. They will hit, like, per model with an 8% chance. But even then, the weapon strength is measly, I think. Yeah, 24 with a bonus first large. I'm not sure what the bonus first large is, actually. It's probably pretty small, like 6 or something. Oh, 14 is not bad. So there's at least 38 weapon strength. That's not bad per model. Charging the backside here of the Wild Riders, moving in with the Tomb Prince, so we can try and see if we can hit the Wild Rider shields in here. Tomb Prince is going to try and move in. Can we kill... Celebrated Scepter going down here on the Spellsinger. Negative physical resistance, negative armor is going to be pretty handy. Down to 0 armor. Big hits going down on the Tomb Prince, though. Rear charges, and that's going to be army losses. GG's well played. That was an excellent build here from the green one. I think, unfortunately, Ducky he couldn't do much about that. I know enough people killing one gamepad after another as well. All right. I love the games. Favorite is sure Bloodborne though. Bloodborne, I assume, is to do with the game you were talking about. I assume it's from Dark Souls. I assume. So, we can see here the sisters, 4,300 damage value, very balanced as always. 51 there for the Spellsinger of Life, with 1,200, 1,800, and 1,500 for the Weight Watchers. 400, 800 here for the Great Stag Knights, and for the Wild Riders with Shields, 250, and from the Glade Rider Spears, 130, 120, and for the Wild Riders, 0. For the Bone Giant, we've got 1.6k for him, 870 there for the Skeptial Stalkers. And for the Tomb Guard, 390, 300. For the Spears, we've got 430, 250, 300, 460, and 102. And 900 here for the Tomb Prince, 350 for the Necrotect, and 500 for etc. Should have done the triple you shot to Oberfeld, yeah. Right, so we can finish out with the blind pick games. So of course, here the green one will win. He'll win 4-2 in a very, very close series, I must admit. Very exciting here to see both of them play. Like, it's been an absolute pleasure to host these guys today, and watching them play some excellent games. And if they want to finish off with a blind match, blind pick match, I'd be more than happy to entertain that as well. So we're going to be going there 4-2 with the green one. So well played to green one. He came through there with some pretty nice builds. Yeah, Bloodborne is Dark Souls. Okay. Did I make it back in time? Unfortunately, you just missed Ducky lose the last game, so we'll be 4-2 here to the green one. For me, let go. So it was a great series. It really was a great series. There's some really back and forth games here. The Chaos one was excellent between Bretonia. I liked some of the mirror matches. There were some really great builds here coming out of the green one. I think, like, you know, Triple Way Watcher there with the sisters, it's very difficult. It's very difficult to deal with. Of course, like Triple Ushupti is a good Great Bows is a good counter to that. Triple Ushupti Great Bows 255 range. You know, they just outrange Way Watchers. They outrange and they can delete the sisters in the sky. But Bone Giant there and the triple threat is always quite fun. Ah, so Ducky has to go. I think Ducky has to go and do some work, unfortunately. Great games, gents. Great games. Thank you. Until next time, dude. Yeah, thank you very much for playing with both of these guys. Excellent series. Really, really enjoyed it. Oh, I'll tell you what. We'll throw up a game. I'll tell you what. I'll throw up one. Okay, I can do one. Anyone in the chat here that wants to come play? Anyone that wants to come play? This is your opportunity. You can come play up against the green one. There's going to be one game. First come, first serve. So it's going to be Ducky versus green one. The password is quack with a capital Q. That is the password. If you guys want to come in and have a game, please feel free to come in and play. The first one in will be the first one that plays. It will be a random map here. I think I'll probably just do Battle for Itza. So if anybody wants to play, let me know in the chat. If no one is interested, I'll give you guys a couple of minutes. If nobody comes, then we'll call it there. Of course, I know that there are other people streaming, so of course I know you guys are probably also invested over there as well. Anybody can play? CJ, you can play if you want. Anybody else can play as well. Like there's no limit on those that can or can't play. Morgan's driving at the moment. I see. I want someone who calls Captain Morgan. Captain Morgan, you were called out, but sadly you're driving, it seems. What about you, Undead? Do you want to come play? Or Muckluck or Krumel? Any of you guys want to come have a game? If not, no worries. We'll just we'll end the awesome series here. It's been a great one indeed. I've thoroughly enjoyed it. All right. It is first come, first serve. So the first one to hop in is the first one that gets to play. And so we got one for Muckluck. Alright, so we'll run it as a... No, your watch, yeah? Undead is a good choice. Indeed, a very good choice. Undead is in. Yes, nice. So just wait for Undead for his blind pick, and then we'll get cracking. Team Bloodborne and stuff. You have to let me know, Criminal, what Bloodborne is all about. Okay, so it's going to be TK versus Skaven. Let's do it. Map is set, ready to go. These guys are picking the factions. Let's get straight into it. Playing Hearts of Iron 4, eh, Mr. Dilatron? Nice to see you, buddy. More spooky skeletons indeed. Now, this is a pretty interesting one. Who does this favour? I don't know, actually. Probably pretty even. It's not a matchup I see super often. You sure the Great Bows can do well here. So can Warlock Giselles. If you had a missile off, who would I fancy? Just a one-off, Morgan. Yeah, just a one-off, mate. Yeah, just gonna do a one-off, and then we'll call it for today, I think. Yeah. I'm waiting for you guys to give me a couple more votes here on the on the poll as well. So it's like a lot of you guys, yes, because it's extra content, yes, because I want to see it as well. It's pretty strong. Some are like, nah, because I prefer Total War Warhammer 2, and others are like, nah, I just prefer on YouTube. Cool. Okay, good to know. Good to know. Alright, Undead is ready. Well, representing the Tomb Kings is Mr. Undead with his favourite faction. Up against the big duck himself. The baked duck is ready. We're ready. Battle of Itza, or Battle for Itza. He's ready as well. Yeah, so for all those that are knowing as well, so what's going to be happening here as well over the next day. So tomorrow, tonight at 23:59, so that's 1 minute to midnight, we'll actually be cutting off Season 2 of the Shortbeard League. So that'll be finishing, which means I'll be totaling up all the stuff. I'll be putting all of the results together, putting out some stats for you guys. And then the other thing as well will be that once that has all been done, I'll be then looking to get to Season 3 of the Shortbeard League together. So at the end, just bear with me. Once this game is done, we'll go through quite a few things that are going to happen in the channel in the weeks to come. We have some very interesting stuff that is going to be happening. So just hang around, see what's going to be happening, and see what you would look to get involved in. So, Tomb Kings and Skaven. Bloodborne is really like Dark Souls, but it's a bit faster and even darker. Okay. It's a PlayStation exclusive, I assume. So, I don't know if it's interesting for you. Yeah, I mean, I've got a PlayStation 4 right here. I was going to get a 5, but I did some stuff on my PC instead. So, yeah, it could be interesting, maybe. Maybe. Got a little house here. Very nice. You've got a nice big brass front door, but you've got a very open roof there, sir. Right. So, for the TK, we are going to be seeing a few units here. We are going to have the, let's see, Nikahara Warriors. Ah, Grand Hierophant Kotep in the back. Here with the Sandstorm, it looks like Arcane Conduit, the Incantation of Desiccation, the Incantation of the Righteous Smithing, Incantation of Protection, Incantation of the Cursed Blades, the Leechy Staff, as well as the Restless Dead, and the Convent of Power. In the front, we are going to have some Skeleton Spears, quite a few units, at least 3 there, with a couple more in the front with some Skeleton Warriors, looks like 5 Skeleton Warriors, so pretty wide here on the infantry front line, 2 units of the Skeleton Archers, a couple of units here of the Nekahara Horsemen, up to 50 armor with the added speed as well. We are going to be having some Skeleton Horse Archers in the back, 140 range as well. 140 range, 140 range, yeah, pretty decent here. In the back, we will have the Ushopti Great Bows, double Casket of Souls, oh, and double Ushopti. God damn. Okay, double Ushopti, double Casket, which also includes Grand Hippofan Katep, wide front line. Very interesting. From the man, the myth himself, we are going to see the Watt Lightning Cannons. We're going to see the Rat Ogres. They do need to get shot today. We are going to have the Pit Fighters of Hell's Deep. These bad boys here with that Rage mechanic. They'll be here with all those bonuses for the stages, as well as that Frenzy and all the other good bits and bobs they have. We're going to have some Wolf Rats of Poison in the back, at least 2 units of those. We are going to have some Rattling Guns, the Watt Lightning Cannons, and in the trees. We are going to be seeing units of the Warcloth Gisellis, and in the back we are going to have... It's a bit laggy. So it looks like some Skaven Slave Spears, and it looks like some Globes, I think. Yeah, it's a little bit laggy here, I think. I'll try and depict the rest. So we are going to have a front line of Skaven Slaves and some Skaven Slave Spears. Okay, looks like we're back. So, Assassin there. So in the front line, yeah. So Skaven Slaves. Assassin with Concealment Bombs. Assassin's Trophy, Rival Hide Talisman, and Slippery. Gracier Plague, probably the most competitive Lord. Arcane Conduit, Pestilence Breath. The Dreaded 13th Spell. Unholy Clamour, Scorch, and the Wall of Unholy Sound. To support the front line, we're also going to be having some Poison Wind Globadiers, very strong. And it's like just 1 unit of Warlock Giselles. Gotta say this favours the Tomb Kings. If they use their units correctly here, I think they should get them up on top. Get those Skeleton Horse Archers here to shoot into the nice naked Rat Ogres. And I could see big Dubskis here. I can see big Dubskis. Yeah, it's hard to get that. I really thought about getting Xbox instead. It's a bit sad though that PlayStation player since PlayStation 1. Oh, have you? Oh, okay, yeah. I've been a PlayStation 1 since. PS5 is hard to come by. Yeah, I think they are hard to come by. Yeah, send me some stuff, Criminal. Yeah, by all means, by all means. By all means, yeah, send it across, send it across. Just before we start here, if anybody is joining in a little bit later, don't forget to vote there on that poll to see if you want to see some extra content later, whether that be Warhammer 2 on Twitch or whether that's going to be just anything else in general. Just don't forget to vote. Don't forget to vote. Good luck, have fun. Let's go this. So on the front line here, the Skeleton Horse Archers are going to be pushed forward just a little bit. Obviously got the heal to the advantage here. This is a gorgeous map. It really is a gorgeous map. It is very nicely designed, as you can see. I love playing on this map. This is one of my favourite maps at the moment. They generally do change, but I'm generally enjoying this. So Warlock Giselle is going to be shooting here to the Horse Archers. And that's a really nice way to just keep back here the Skeleton Horse Archers. Pretty decent range, I think 255? No, 275, goddamn. Yeah, 275. They will outrange here 255 for the Ushopti Great Bows. They are going to be firing here into the Skeleton Horse Archers. I see them come around the back here and start to see if we can shoot into the Pit Fighters of Hell's Deep. Big shots in the front here. That's not going to be hitting straight into the backside here. Summon here in the back of the nice Storm Vermin. So it's an explosion spell that does some pretty good damage here on the Skeleton Archers. And now they're going to be doing some good work here in the Ushopti Great Bows in the back. Moving forward, they're going to be the Skeleton Spearmen. Skeleton Spearmen coming in as well. Shots in the front here. Ooh, we're actually going to hit there up against the Casket of Souls. Casket of Souls now firing in the front. We are going to be absolutely smashing it here into the Warlock Giselles. They do have 70 armor and a silver shield as well. But in the back here, you can see the Horse Archers. We do come around the corner just a little bit. So now I'm going to start seeing some of those realms coming through. Getting that healing there for the Tomb Kings. Big shots up against the Warlock Giselles. 10 models left. Negative 43 leadership. That could be them shattering in a moment of seconds. But having those going down is huge. Now the Skeleton Horse Archers and the Archers here can start piling into the middle. Firing into the Poison Wind Globes. Poison Wind Globes have 100 armor. I did not know that. Okay, so Poison Wind Globes have 100 armor that I never knew. I don't know how I never knew that. Yeah, so we're going to see Skeleton Warriors fighting in the front here up against Skaven Slaves. The Warriors there should win pretty comfortably. But you can see here we have the Rattling Guns with that slow and armor piercing in the front line. They're going to be volleying pretty hard here. We have 100 armor for the Gracier play, but of course a lot of that ammo is just going to be hitting. It's not going to be missing here up against that large target. So I'm shooting in the back here, maybe trying to see Rattling Guns. Rattling Guns still have 70 armor, so they should be able to get hit pretty effectively here. We have deleted the Warlock Giselles. I'd now move on to the Rattling Guns and then just slowly start clearing out the crew. You should now really be firing onto the Rat Ogres if you can. They've only got 30 armor. Start clearing those out where and if possible. On the side, the Wolf Rats are poisoned. They'll clean up against the Skeleton Horse Archers pretty well, but they do have low leadership. 29 leadership, a couple of shots here from the arrows. I should be able to break them pretty effectively. There's a summon here in the back. Summon here in the back, which is going to be on top of the lightning cannon. The cannon crew is going to run away. The Ushopti Greatbows now kind of need to fight against the Hell Pits if they can, really. We're now going to be shooting here with the Rattling Guns in the back. These are not being operated. But we are going to be shooting here. Yeah, lovely shots from the artillery pieces. Yes, Rattling Guns going down. You like to see it. Vermintide in its truest form. We can see that the Assassin is chasing here up against the Skeleton Horse Archers. It looks like we have the Nekaharas at the top. They are going to get chased here by the Rat Ogres. Shooting in the back here in the trees. Looks like we are going to be firing into the Rat Ogres. There's some nice work here in the middle. Good damage up against the lightly armoured, I guess cavalry unit is the best way to put it. Warlock Giselles on the right, they're going to be shooting here uphill into the Nekahara Horsemen. Wolfhats do come back here in the backside. The Ushopti Greatbows have been absolutely decimated here in the back pocket. You do have to be careful there. Assassin is moving in the back. Concealment bombs should be able to target here. You've got to be seriously careful there. Grand Hierophant will go down in a matter of moments. In the front line, Skeleton Spear is going to be chasing after the Grey Seer Plague. Balance of power is going to be in the favour of the Skaven, but it is not much. Ground and pound here for the Pit Fighters of Hell's Deep. The very heavily armoured Poison Wing Globes. I never knew had 100 armour. God damn it. They're going to be here, but look at the armour piercing. Look at the damage coming through here on the nice teams here in the back. Lovely pick here as well, coming in with the Assassin. Slippery going down, just going to be running away with Grand Hierophant, but he's got 16 melee attack. Oh, looks like here the Eustace Incantation of Desiccation is going to aid in removing all those stats. And now we move in with the Skeleton Spears. Spears should do some nice work. It looks like the added weapon strength going down here, just to get the extra healing if you can. Shots coming out. Shots are going to be shooting in the front here. Yeah, it looks like they're still going to be targeting the heavily armoured front line of the ammunition. In the back here, we can see that the Rattling Gun's going to be firing here into the Ushopti Greatbows. The Ushopti Greatbows have moved really far out of their comfort zone. So far, so we're actually going to be seeing the Rat Ogres getting in the back there and a bit of ground and pound. Warlock Giselles coming back into the mixture as well. Poison Wing Globes, War Lightning Cannon is coming back online. Mans of Power going pretty heavily into the Skaven favour now. Shots going downtown. For a unit that costs 550, I'd probably stop firing now. You probably don't need to invest too much more into here. You have two on top of each other. You could certainly try and see if you get the poison winds here as well. We can see that the Wolf Rats are moving forward. They are going to be chasing here up against the Skeleton Horse Archers. Big shots coming from that artillery crew there in the back, from the War Lightning Cannons, as they're going to be shooting here into Grand Hierophant. Big shots going to be targeting on the Warlock Giselles. These bad boys here with the guns. Let's get in on those. Look at these snipers coming into an element of their own. There's a kind of line of sight they're going to be seeing, so there's not too much they can shoot here, unfortunately. They are going to die. Oh, wow, they are really going to come down over the hill, aren't they, those sniper shots? Very nice indeed. Shots in at the front. Yeah, that's just going to destroy those Warlocks. In the back, looks like he does go down. That is going to be balance of power. GG's well played to the green one, who today can't be beaten. Shades all the way. I suck, but at least I get to roleplay as do you. Hey, Icebear, how you doing, man? Hope you're doing well, buddy. I missed the set. Yeah, the set was... you missed the set. It was 4-2 to green one. Yeah, 4-2 to green one, yeah. And we just threw an extra one here on the end, just for a bit of fun. But I hope you're doing well, buddy. Hope you're having a good day. So, here for the Great Seer, 1,300. We also got 670 for the Assassin. 69, 53, 43, and 41 here for the Skaven Slaves. And for the Spears, 0 and 47. 650 and 320 here for the Globes. And 135 kills, so 980. 170 here for the Rattling Guns. Warlock Giselles, 770 and 320. With 440 here for the Wolf Rats with Poison and 400. And for the Rat Ogres, 533, 145, and 600, with 780 for the War Lightning Cannons. 735 for Grand Hierophant Katep, with 1,338 for the Casket of Souls. 330 and 780 here for the Shopti Great Bows, with the Horse Archers at 300, 340 and 300 as well. 270 and 340 for the Nekahara Horsemen, with 3 and 220 here for the Skeleton Horse Archers. For the Spears, 25, 82, 34, and for the front line, 29, 56, 19, 26, and 215 for the Skeleton Warriors. Yeah, GG's well played. GG's well played. GG's well played, gents. Thank you very much for playing. Well, listen, thank you very much, everybody that did pop in and have a great time. More than likely, I might more than likely will do some content later then. It seems that you guys want some level of content, whether that's going to be me doing some single player on here. Maybe I'll do a Throt campaign on Mortal Empires, or maybe I'll do something, you know, along those lines. Maybe do like a High Elf one or something like that. Maybe something you guys might want to see. Maybe we'll do a little bit of a vote for it later. Otherwise, we'll be doing some Vermintide. Awesome games in series, yes. Yeah. Thank you very much for playing, Mr. Duck. I really appreciate it. See you on the flip side. Yes, indeed, on the flip side. But yes, thank you very much, everybody that watched. Of course, please feel free to like and subscribe. It would really, really help here on the channel. It really helps. Mr. Falcon, how are you, friend? So, going forward here, of course, today we will be finishing at midnight. We'll be finishing the Season 2 of the Short Bid League. That's for all brand new players. If you want to play and get involved, do get involved there. And come sign up. Join on the Discord, which I'm hoping my clock there can drop a little invite for you guys. If you guys want to come join and play with other brand new players like yourself, it is strictly for brand new players. So if you've had probably more than 6 months experience with tournaments and leagues involved, you're probably looking at being too good. But still, come give yourself a go. We'll see how it is. You play against myself and any of the admin team. You can jump in there and have some good times. And if you're too good, that's fine. Then you know you're too good. You can come play in all my other tournaments, leagues, and ladders, and all sorts of things. However, for the remainder, if you can get in on the Short Bid League, we'll have a tournament coming soon. If probably next week, we'll have a tournament, and then we'll be going into Season 3, where you'll get put into leagues. There's 5 different leagues, starting at Urkran Miners, moving up to the Norgrimling Iron Breakers. And what happens there, if you get in the top 2 of any of your leagues, you promote to the next one, you go up and through, a little bit like a conveyor belt until you move out through the league. So if you guys want to come and get involved, that's a good place there to come practice up against other new players. And, you know, it stops you from playing against Falcon, Alfredinho, and, you know, all these great players like the Green One and Ducky. You know, those guys can't play, so it'll be just good practice for you to play up against other brand new players. Of course, we're going to be having the Battlemania final next week. So we have 8 players there that have made the final. I haven't released the results yet. I've been holding on to them, but I will be releasing them just to build up a little bit of hype here going forward to next week. So we'll be the prize there for a Total War Warhammer 3 game for free by myself. I give that there to the players. And in second place, they also get a prize as well. So they get a free DLC, whether that be on Vermintide, Warhammer, whatever they want. They can have a DLC up to 15 quid of their choice. So yeah. Other than that, there will be some other things coming forward. We'll have some more tournaments and extra bits and bobs. But join the Discord. You'll be able to see. There we go. There's the Discord. Thanks very much, Muckluck. You'll be able to join up there, and you'll be able to see all the other cool stuff. Insert colonial American post. We want you. Yeah, so if you guys want to hop in there, come have some fun. We normally play every single day in the evening. At least myself, I do. I come in, we play some Vermintide, we play some Warhammer, play some Sub-Commanders. We have lots of other cool things to come forward. I have lots of great tournament ideas and some big events to come in the future, in the very close future as well. So, yes. Apart from that, take care of yourselves during these times. Of course, we are going to be leaving on the end of COVID here, but still, take care of yourselves. It's not entirely safe out there yet. So, do look after yourself. And yeah, come join the Discord and let's have some fun. So I'll see you all very, very soon. Is there any prizes for the Short Bid tournament? Not at the moment. Not at the moment, Undead. Not at the moment. Maybe that is something I can think about. Maybe that is something I can think about. But at the moment, all the prizes that I put in comes from my pocket. So I might be able to see if I can rattle around something and maybe try and see if I can get you guys some prizes. Sure. But yes, Take care of yourselves, and I'll see you all soon.